sales at the games. You know, I'm talking about the TV deals that are crazy. Are we on?
What's going on with this Richard Barnes in the basement?
What? Just.
Hey, we were talking about the NFL.
You gotta let me know next time. You can't be in mid convo and then bow. Good gosh, I can't snap this. I can't.
You can't snap this.
No.
Well, I mean, you could
secretly snap it.
See,
Somebody else will know, except for everybody that just saw me say I'm going to secretly snap this. They'll forget.
Whatever.
Surely they'll forget.
Shirley, don't call me Shirley. So that's for one season.
Yes.
Just the home games.
Yes. So
Talking about how much the NFL on average makes just in ticket sales over all the teams. And I mean that's not including because you got to take chunks out of it for the land and the people and
they probably charge. They probably literally charge the actual stadiums to hold the game there, right?
No,
something like that.
No, I mean they're leased. The stadiums are leased, but I don't think they have to pay per game. It's like a
There's probably
5-year lease.
Other really stupid fees though.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so just raw income, just straight gross income, not net, right? That's the way that works. Gross is how much you get, and the net is how much you bring home.
Yes. No.
Okay.
Yes.
So, anyways, just straight gross income averages $627 million per season.
Yes.
That's no postseason. That's regular season.
About that, because there's probably actually postseason probably
because aren't tickets our average post? Oh, I don't know. So I don't know about
might go
postseason, but I mean they definitely go up. But I mean Super Bowl tickets are what the minimum of $2,000 each.
And we're just doing that off of an average thing.
So we found,
there are tickets that are way more above average.
Oh yeah.
And there are stadiums.
Look at you, Cowboys.
There are stadiums that seat 100,000 people.
Yeah.
So the bare average though is what we put in there, and that's a lot.
But that's also if they sell out every game. I mean, at those numbers though, I guess it would be a median anyway. But
you're not gonna get a game where there's just 5 people in the stadium. You're gonna.
No, but you can go half.
Half is, but then it just evens out with the 100,000 seaters, and Dallas always fills. For whatever reason. I mean, it's probably just because it's so state of the art, and everybody just wants to go. And there's a mall and all this other good stuff in there.
There's a mall in the Dallas stadium.
Oh my God! There's a mall. The largest TV in the world is in the middle of the stadium.
I don't know anything.
It's the largest.
My team hasn't played Dallas in 6 years, so I haven't actually seen them play there.
It's humongous. They call it. The owner's name is Jerry, so they call it Jerry's World.
Molly World was
it's
taken.
Crazy. Yes. Well, yes. So there's a restaurant on both ends of where the players come out from the locker room. So they come out of the tunnel, and there's a restaurant. You can just be eating wings, and all of a sudden, is that Ezekiel Elliott walking by? That's Ezekiel Elliott walking by. He's going into. Are we on TV right now? We're on TV right now.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy out there.
Including the obesity rate.
Okay. Just gonna put that one out there.
Just lost all our followers from Texas.
Yep, they gone. But no, the reason why should we go?
Is there a Demi Corgan on the couch? Funniest thing I've heard all day. Thank you, whichever one of my children just said that.
Me. I'm the only one down here.
I didn't know that. I've been gravy talking for 9 whole minutes now. What?
And mommy's in here.
And mommy's in here. Hey, mommy, do you have a phone charger?
Yeah.
So, should we go into our...
what? Our weeks?
We normally...
Oh,
why am I yawning?
We've
got a long ways to go.
There's 3 more hours of this. You need to wake up.
Wake up!
Wake up.
Wake up in the morning.
Why is there so many songs that can be...
Wake up! This is not the nation.
I've made a mistake.
Yes, you have.
Clearly, by saying these words.
So wake me up.
No, I gotta stop this. So Ricky.
Yeah.
How was your week, buddy?
My
what
week.
Did you do? What were you up to?
Well, I've been streaming, as all of you know, just about every night.
Yeah.
I think I've streamed like 8 out of the last 10 nights. So I've been doing that mostly. I go to work, come home, cook dinner, get the kids in bed, stream. Go wake up, do it again.
Wake up.
Wake up. Oh, I really had to resist doing that. Okay, push. No, you do it. Okay. Anyways,
you're gonna do it again.
I was gonna do it again. But no, we streamed. Amanda and I streamed Diablo 3 a few times. Diablo 3. I streamed.
You streamed. We all streamed with ice cream.
Streamed Diablo 2 last night. That was pretty fun. Went back old school, dude. Roman Tyrant came in, just dropped 500 bits. Was like, dude, I appreciate the old school.
Look at that, yeah.
And I'm like,
look at that up there.
What?
Say what?
Thanks, Roman Tyrant. That's awesome. He's like, no, seriously, this is like the coolest thing ever. And you know who else jumped in? Powerless Rise. And he said, hey. I was like, hey. He goes, this is so much better than Diablo 3. I'm glad you're playing this. Now create a new character. I was like, but I'm so low level. Why would I create a new character? And he's like, because I'm about to give you some shit. And he jumps in. He just starts dropping magic items on me. And then he's like, here, let's go beat the game real quick. I'm like, what? Yeah, he ran me through the game. I beat the game as a level 3 sorceress.
The whole game?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you beat normal, and then you go to nightmare, and then you go to hell, and each one gets progressively harder. Yeah. So it's kind of like that.
I want to go to hell.
Yeah. Well, it's like easy, medium, and hard. So he goes, you know.
Why did you say that?
Well, because it's Diablo. I mean, yeah.
I want to go to hell, though.
Well, nobody wants to go to hell, but hell is hard.
I mean, yeah, it's hell. I don't know if you understand the gravity of the situation. But when you're in hell, it's not bubblegum and ice cream.
It could be.
Which is the worst ice cream,
allergic
by the way.
to that.
If that's your favorite ice cream.
Are you saying they belong in hell? That's terrible.
Something's wrong. No, I didn't say that.
Don't do that. That's terrible.
But if bubblegum ice cream is your favorite ice cream, something wrong with you. You know why? Just the concept alone is just it's puzzling.
Do you want bubblegum or do you want ice cream?
Yeah.
Take one.
And what are you gonna do when you get to the bubblegum in the ice cream? Are you gonna swallow that whole?
You're gonna chew it, except it's all cold now because it's been in ice cream.
Yeah, so it's gonna be all mushy.
And then by the time it gets soft again, it's lost all its flavor.
And how many pieces are in this ice cream? Because, quite frankly, you're going to have a gigantic wad of bubblegum
I was thinking
either in your mouth or in your stomach.
I was thinking like the SpongeBob one where it has like the 2 eyeballs made of bubblegum.
No, I'm thinking about the one that has like the chiclets in it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And they're just all over it, like it's just scattered in there.
What's going on, Mark? How you doing tonight?
That's some scary ice cream.
That is... I've never tried that.
Somebody probably loves that ice cream.
I got issues. My kids like, or one of my kids at least, likes mint chocolate chip ice cream.
It's delicious, though.
I hate it.
Oh my God, what's wrong?
I don't like it.
Speaking of ice cream.
I like my mint and I like my ice cream. I don't like them together.
Speaking of ice cream, I'm going to get to a story in a little bit about your foot touching my body.
Sorry. I just showered, if it makes it any better.
Nope, doesn't make it any better. Your foot touched my body. Don't want that. Ever. I can combine all the different Can I combine all the different man rooms from Home Improvement to create a man's house? Didn't he do that once? I feel like he did that once. Like he had the ultimate...
What are the different man rooms from Home? I'm confused.
He's not a bot, right? He's real.
No, that's my friend Mark. He's his fellow bard Mark.
Oh, okay. No, I think he hadn't. There was an episode where he created an entire home, or he converted an entire home into the ultimate man house. By the way, speaking of Tim Allen and Home Improvement, he's got a new show coming to Fox.
Oh, the question of the day. If you could live in any TV home, what would it be?
Oh, wow. Are we that dumb that we just literally didn't realize someone was answering our question?
It was so random. Can I combine all the different man rooms from Home Improvement to create the man's house? There's
Sure
a
you
kitchen,
can.
A bedroom, a bathroom. Absolutely. It's still the same show.
Yes.
It's just taking it from different pieces of the show. I'm okay with that. You okay with that?
I have to figure out my home, but yes. And are you going back into that time period with that house.
Oh yeah, you have to. You have to go back in time.
Oh boy.
You can't.
That makes this more difficult because I don't really want to go back too far in time for any, unless it's like, and the most recent.
It's like Little House on the Prairie. You don't want to go
back there. Yeah, that's a prairie, but the prairie's next to a plantation. Anyway, I got too much stuff is coming into my brain that I have to remember and hold on to for the show. So,
okay, let me just real quick the rest of my week. I saw you at the gym on Monday.
You did see me
at the gym on Monday. We
were lifting weights and pumping iron. I said running on stuff.
I said, "Hey Rakeem, how do I do this? You leaving? Bye." I said, "Hey Rakeem, how do I do stuff?" And you were like, "Oh God, you're one of those, aren't you?" But apparently it was bring your friend to gym day because there was a lot of people with buddies who had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah, one guy was gonna kill himself.
Yes, he was just.
You shouldn't make that sound.
No weight on there.
Just so you know, if you're on a machine at the gym, or you're doing something at the gym, anything really at the gym, and the sound that's coming out of your body is, stop doing what you're doing.
I'm not gonna lie, I make that sound sometimes on the treadmill. I'm just like,
no, that's different than. It's far more different than.
This is hard.
Yeah, no, that's normal.
Okay, cool.
Grunts and moans and groans and.
Well, you're not allowed to grunt too loud. The lunk alarm, you know.
Don't grunt at that.
The couple was there again. Fucking couple.
Stinky couple that
doesn't wipe down any of their goddamn machines.
Gym etiquette: always wipe down your machines because that's gross.
Like, I mean, I can kind of see the treadmill because like it's not like you're doing much, but they have their hands all over. Like if you were just walking on it and weren't touching it, I wouldn't. No big deal.
Nope, you gotta press buttons.
You're all
so
over it.
So you have to press buttons and everything. And the main thing about gyms is sweat carries so much yeast and bacteria, and it's very easy for you to get some sort of infection. Most commonly, staph infection.
G-easy?
No, I wouldn't say it's G-easy. What's wrong with you? See, wipe everything always.
Right.
If you have a person that's been around somebody that's sick, all sweat is just waste. So basically, it's like pee. It's like piss. There's piss on everything.
So they go from the treadmill, they go over to the step machine, the stepper, the steps, the stairs. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I've never been on that thing. They go over to that, and then they go over and they start doing free weights, and they've not wiped down anything. I'm just like...
Just spreading their piss all over. Just piss here on the gym, piss here on the treadmill, piss on the pull-up bars.
They go over to the free weights, and they're on two different benches. The guy wipes down his bench.
Oh, look at that.
Progress was made, and then they went over and they started doing the bigger weights over on the other side with the cords and everything.
Yeah, you should never be afraid to go up to somebody and say, "Hey, wipe your fucking equipment."
I'm afraid to do that. I almost told a person that worked there, but then I got scared of that too.
Maybe you should.
I'm very gym-intimidated.
You gym-intimidated?
Yeah. It's a big sign there. It says, "Don't be gym-intimidated."
You should never be gym-intimidated.
I'm gym-intimidated. Maybe next time I see him in there, I'm gonna go. Listen, I've seen these guys like 9 times. They never wipe down their shit. Can you say something to them?
It's very unsafe. Very.
Unsafe. They sweat on everything. You could slip your hands right off a thing.
Well, that too, but mostly the germs and there's so many things that can be passed through sweat. So many. It's gross, actually. If you think about it.
Think of the Discovery Channel. If
they have Herpels, you're gonna get that Herpel. Think about that, and that's something that don't go away. Herpel is, I think, contracted through sweat and blood and sweat, but maybe not. Maybe just blood. I don't know. Fact checkers. Is this Fox News? Do we have Fox News?
Yeah. Facts.
You know how Fox News, they say stuff and then there's literally a scroll at the end of each episode that's like, this was wrong, this was also a lie, sorry, this was not right either. No. But, well, they do that in Fox News. They have a fact-checking scroll.
Nice.
Because you really actually aren't allowed to report stuff that isn't real.
Yeah.
Fake news is a thing, but it's not a real thing in a way.
It's like how you can't do reenactments for a news broadcast. Like you can't show somebody with a similar yellow truck because in case they hunt down that yellow truck and kill that guy because they're there was somebody in a yellow truck that like, snatched a baby. Yeah, that's dangerous. So be safe.
We're really off the beaten
so
path here.
Topic,
so
but that's what we do on Gravy Talk. So how was your week, Raheem? What did you do?
Well, Richard, I'm glad that you asked. So
other than having a girlfriend, we did that last week.
I do. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's so nice, so good, so beautiful. Just really enjoying that so much. So speaking of which, I was introduced to vegan ice cream.
Vegan ice cream.
Yes, over the weekend.
Is your new girlfriend vegan?
She is. Very.
Now, does she push that lifestyle on you, or is she very understanding of meat lovers?
I wouldn't say I'm a meat lover, but no, she's very understanding of it. It's not like, oh, vegan food for you only. No, she understands.
I know. Personal experience. I've known a couple of vegans who've been a little too aggressively vegan.
No, she's not aggressive at all.
I didn't mean disrespect. I just was curious of what kind of vegan she was.
Whatever I eat, she's no problem with it.
She's like, you need to go brush your teeth, or we're never kissing.
No, I'm more like that with peanut butter. Listen, you eat that peanut butter.
I know how to get Raheem to not try to make out with me every day after we shut this off.
I mean,
just peanut butter.
Other than the first obvious reasons of me not wanting to ever make out with you ever for any purpose or any reason.
Now you say that when we're on the air.
Yes, and I say that off the air.
Police also hold back a few facts to ensure tips they get verified to what they already know. That's true. There was just a double shooting here a few nights ago, and they didn't release all the facts.
I want to get into all that
because I think they were trying to search for the suspect. They're not. He turned himself in this morning.
There's only one guy?
Yeah, apparently.
What was his name? You should tell the whole world.
Do not remember, and I saw it this morning when I was scrolling. It was like blah blah blah. Turned himself in. I honestly don't remember it.
Okay, let me look it up.
I was just like, oh, I know he was 26. That's all I remember.
Stupid.
Yeah. And it was two guys. It wasn't a guy and a girl, like I originally thought.
Waste of life.
Yeah.
So it's very unfortunate. So speaking of
exactly, Mark.
Speaking of which, I don't know if we want to talk about the Madden thing. Do we want to talk about the Madden thing? It's something that happened in the gaming community, so I mean.
Oh,
how does that affect Twitch?
That was also pretty rough. There was a mass shooting in Florida. 4 people died. I don't know if that's including the gunman or in addition to the gunman. But yeah, he lost in the first round the day before. He came back the next day in the same. From what I hear, he was in the same clothes. He was just acting crazy, and he started shooting. Which is, I mean, people were showing videos of like people on Twitch live streaming the event, and all of a sudden you hear bap bap bap, and then people duck down and their camera cuts out, but then you still hear the audio and people screaming, and it was just.
He came in with a handgun, and just yeah. I saw the video. It's craziness.
I don't want to see the video.
Well,
I thought it was bad enough that somebody shared that video. I was like, ugh, why did I watch that?
Well, it was the only video they really had in the very beginning to actually show anything that was happening, and like I said, it's craziness. It was basically they're just playing Madden, and it's a tournament game, and the guy is just like, I can't remember what happened, but they were talking about something amongst themselves. They weren't actually really playing, and then all of a sudden, it just starts, and like it goes, like you said, it just goes black, and then you just hear the people talking, and like screaming and stuff, and like one of the guys is just like, "What did he shoot me with? What did he shoot me with?" And it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, Twitch community, for the most part, I mean, you have your trolls, you have people that, try to get a rise out of you, but for the most part, everybody around here just, they want to play games, they want to talk to people. A lot of people just want to have friends, and a lot of people are too socially inept to go out and make friends, and aren't go-getters in that way. They're very introverted, so Twitch is a good, what's the word? A good avenue for that, We can talk to people, people that share your common interest. If they're looking up your game and they're looking up your stream, obviously you guys share a common interest. And things like this just suck, but
it's not just.
And people are saying, well, there should have been metal detectors at the thing. It was kind of an open pavilion in like a mall or something, wasn't it? Like there was, even if they set up metal detectors, there was enough empty space that he could have shot into the thing.
Well,
so
now
security needs to be.
Now what they're doing now, and they've had to erase so many of these schematics. You've seen like all the schematics for plastic guns and stuff like that for 3D printers, and people are just printing out plastic guns.
That's another scary thing. People.
There's stuff.
Where there's a will, there's a way, and sometimes people's wills are dark. And that's the sad truth of what's going on. It's terrible, and like I saw an interview that kid did last year. He was like in Buffalo and he did a tournament, and he was just like he gets his check or whatever it was. He's just like, thank you. I like Madden. And then he's like, they start talking about like, oh, do you think you're the best in the world? He goes, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm the best in the world, but I'm definitely top 4. And he was just so cocky and sure of himself that you can see just the way he talked that there was something wrong. There's something, it was a little bit off about him even then.
A little detached.
Yeah, he was just. Again, this is what I've said it forever now. I'll keep saying it. I think mental health in this country needs to be a priority. Because I mean, it's not like, oh, back in my day we went to war and got my leg blown off and I never end up in a mental hospital. Well, the world is changing, and the way we're brought up is changing, and just, I mean, the world is changing, so we need to change with it, not try to make it go back to what it was, because that's going to be an uphill battle. He exhibited a lot of negative traits. People around him should have questioned what was happening. Yeah, I mean, but it's so easy to look back at something and say, you should have seen this, than when it's in the moment and go, oh, man.
Signs are only so powerful unless you act on them, and nobody acted on them, obviously, and things were ignored, and there had to have been a moment where somebody in his inner circle or somebody that he talked to, family, somebody heard something, I mean, he had the handgun. He had to get the handgun at some point in time. Somebody probably knew about it, maybe not, but...
Well, I mean, and it depends on what state. Like, I don't know what state he was from.
Well, in Florida, you can just...
Yeah, a lot of states are like that. You can just go buy a gun.
You can just go get it and then walk around.
I mean, sometimes you have to pass a general background check, which takes, a day, a couple hours. I don't know how long it takes.
Florida's gun laws are very loose. I'm not saying that's...
When I lived in Kentucky, you could buy a gun at you're supposed to have a concealed permit, concealed carry or whatever on you, but if you went and bought a gun at a yard sale and had a receipt, perfectly legal. Yeah. So.
Wild, very wild. Last week, Aretha Franklin passed away.
Did we bring that up last week, though?
Did we?
I think we did. But we can revisit it. Aretha Franklin did. I'm all for letting people be who they are. I'm not saying specific forcing to see somebody, but just to question behaviors. Yeah, I mean, but who knows who was around him? And then, yeah, I mean, somebody can be mopey and, like, depressed 1 week. The next week they can be fine.
Yeah.
A month later they could be looking at guns and like, oh, what are you doing? Like, oh, I'm thinking about taking up shooting. Oh, cool.
Mental illness.
I mean, it happens in stages.
It goes back and forth. It can be manic. It can be, mild. It can just jump at any point in time. The thing is, the problem is things aren't being readily diagnosed, and some things are being misdiagnosed. Some people are being diagnosed with stuff that they don't even have. It's just it's a mixed bag, really, and there needs to be a
more universal way of trying to figure this out. Yeah. Maybe more needs to be put in that than put into the military. I'll say it. I'll make some enemies.
Space Force.
Space Force. Yeah. Stop worrying about the aliens. Let's worry about the people we have here first.
Gotta get up there and blast some asteroids.
Yeah.
Remember Armageddon?
I do remember Armageddon.
Save the world.
Yeah. It would have been so much easier to train the astronauts how to drill than to train the drillers how to astronaut. Just saying.
Probably right.
Drilling doesn't.
They're pretty smart.
I mean, all you really need, you need some astronauts that can work a machine and have a supervisor there to help supervise.
You're probably right.
That would have been so much easier, but that wouldn't have made a good movie. So.
No, it would have been really. They probably wouldn't have blown up.
That's pineapple?
No, thank you. I've had enough pineapple for
your life.
Yes. That was weird. What happened there? Literally put a piece of shit in your mouth. Ugh. Those aren't pineapples. Those are shit apples.
They're books now.
You eating books?
Yep.
You're a sick man. Sicko. Sicky.
I like to ingest my literature.
That's not how you actually become smart, though.
Yes, it is. I'm learning through osmosis.
It's also not. It's not. Mm-mm. So, I was in the midst of my week, wasn't I?
Yeah. What'd you do? We went girlfriend, and then we went into the major topics.
Oh man, I had some nice vegan because I wanted to try. I wanted to try, how things were. So I asked for some, like, I said, hey, can you like make some stuff? Can you cook? Can you cook? And yes, she can. Oh my God, I had some nice lasagna. And oh my God, and some so good. Everything was so good. And then I passed out. I had the itis, like strong itis, like out. Had a nice weekend. It was a very wonderful weekend. Work has been kind of crazy. Other than that, yeah, my week's been my week pretty much.
The background is dope. What up, Powerless? Yeah, we're just chilling in the library, we're just,
This is what we got, books
got
and
all that
shit.
knowledge.
We got books and shit. Hey, I'm gonna go down to the basement so I can get some literature. Be right back. Oh, no. This ain't where the basement is.
You're out of room.
I am out of room. That bit only works when I have space.
Space Force. How do you feel about the passing of Senator McCain? I'm gonna ignore that, Powerless.
No.
How do you feel about the passing of Senator McCain? I feel, I'm not broken up about it. I mean, the guy had a brain tumor. He knew he was going to die eventually. He chose to go out his own way. He chose to stop his medicine. He stopped his he made that choice. He stopped his medicine a couple days before he left.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, you just saw that. Huh?
I just so powerless. Oh, bless you.
He brought that shit up when we were playing Diablo last night too.
Senator McCain. Senator McCain was a POW.
Yes.
He served the country.
Apparently, he quit his party boy lifestyle to become a person of the army or whatever force he was in. I don't know.
And he served the country for like what, 30, 40 years, like so long. And I mean,
he was like 81 or something when he died, right?
He was probably. It's odd to think about. I'm not. He's probably the last. No, I mean like the last. Like there's never gonna ever be. No, he was one of the last conservatives that actually I would have been okay with. Love below.
What is going on?
So yeah, he was a great guy, and I really.
Recently, we went to the library recently. We're spitting out some knowledge today, so.
He was probably like one of the more level-headed conservatives.
Up until the very end, I would agree with you. I think he went a little nutso in the last.
Well, I
last
mean, something could have also been at play at that.
Oh, definitely, like a giant tumor.
Yes,
So, I mean, it's, I'm not necessarily brokenhearted about it. I mean, it sucks. I think it's cool that they're honoring him by, burying him, like, he's burying like, at the White House, right? Or, like, White House adjacent? Or something like that?
No, I'm okay with that.
He's, like, only one of 30 that's ever been given this honor, so...
That's the amount of service, really. It's the amount of service, and it's understandable. For me, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But, that's...
I mean...
I think has the service happened already yet or no?
Last time they were bringing his body to Arizona. I think yesterday or this morning.
I want to see the eulogies because I think there's going to be.
I think they're going to be
Bush.
way long-winded, and I think that they're going to.
But Bush and Obama and.
Obama.
All these people are going to be doing eulogies.
And do you think they're going to say anything of import?
I mean, they're going to pay out.
I did think it was interesting that Trump. Kind of like shrugged it off at first and was like, why would we fly the flags that have masts there? I don't know if you
recall. I'm not sure. It's not a Trump bashing show, but I don't know if you recall. He did make fun of McCain for being captured, and he said he would never have been captured and or a prisoner of war if he was in the military.
I don't remember that because I stay out of politics. But here, just last couple days, it's not the best.
He got a lot.
Last couple days of it, I've been hearing about that. So, and it's usually on in the gym when I go, so I end up reading stuff. Usually, I got my headphones in and I'm jamming, but I'm not really jamming because I listen to like Critical Role and I listen to like podcasts when I'm at the gym. I don't actually listen to music.
Good stuff.
So I get caught up on my shows.
So, we have some news. Breaking news, actually, that I have to share with everybody here. What are you going to do?
Let's get the not sponsor buddy button ready.
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you see any candy here?
No.
Get no candy, man.
Is a spoonful helps the medicine go down a blowjob reference? No, it's a Mary Poppins reference.
No,
a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
I'm not prego, but I have breaking news here.
Your new girlfriend's prego?
No.
Okay.
Can we stop guessing what the brand new news is so I can actually get to the... Oh, boy.
What you got?
Breaking news here. So as we all know, a little while ago, Roseanne Barr, her show was pulled from ABC due to some
terrible comments,
iffy, questionable tweets. But there is going to be.
It's not Roseanne's butt, is it?
No, it's not Roseanne's butt. That would be nasty. Is that tapioca in a bag? What is that? Oh my god. So many warts. No, it's not Roseanne's ass. Or butt. But... Okay, I don't know how that's... Okay, tapioca... Yes, well, Roseanne. That kid should have been... Probably was in a lot of the comments for that statement she made. But anyway, I'm never going to get this out. ABC is going forward with the show. That's right.
Roseanne?
That show is going to come back without Roseanne.
I heard they were doing the spin-off of The Other Family.
Yes, Roseanne is going to be killed off, and ABC will be having a show named The Connors. The Connors.
The Connors.
Without
Ooh, we should tell Justin.
Roseanne. We should. Just let him do that really quickly. He'll probably be mad. I have a feeling he'll be mad about it. So yes, Becky, and Darlene, and Dan, and DJ, and her sister, and her mother, and all of them.
I've seen a couple episodes when I was a kid.
You've only seen a couple episodes of Roseanne?
Yep.
Oh, you gotta catch up.
No.
Yeah, no, you gotta catch up.
No.
It's
like
really,
9 seasons? I'm not catching up with that shit.
It's a good show.
Plus the new season is terrible.
It was a good it's a great show.
That's terrible. Actually, we had a conversation about this at work the other
Terrible.
day.
Oh, terrible.
Guys, sorry guys, I'm doing terrible.
Oh, terrible, guys.
Terrible.
Charles Barkley here. Watching the
We're
NBA.
doing terrible.
Ginobili!
That got really weird.
Yes.
But no, we were talking about the longest running shows because another thing, we talked about this last week. Big Bang Theory is ending after the season, and that's been on for 12 shows. Can you think of any other comedies that have been on that long?
I've never watched Big Bang Theory.
You can catch up.
Yeah, I felt like you were going. You can get the fuck out of my house. I thought you were going to say that, but you didn't.
thought about it, but
I knew it.
do that back at you.
You throwing it back at me?
Yeah.
That's gross. Anyway.
I'm not throwing mine. Never mind. So, what other TV comedies have been on the air that long?
Cheers was on forever.
Well, let's hear. I've got the Google machine.
Frasier was on for a while.
Not as long as Big Bang Theory. Cheers was on for 11 seasons.
Boom.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Frasier was on for 11 seasons.
Yeah. Boom.
Still not as long
Twice.
as Big Bang Theory.
It's still one season over him.
Doesn't matter.
You want me to pick one longer?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
MASH.
It's not a comedy.
Yes, there was comedy in MASH.
It's not a comedy. 11 seasons!
Get the fuck out of here.
MASH, TV show, 11 seasons.
Just Google up. Longest running.
Longest
I
running.
know there's comedies. Well, The Simpsons.
Well,
that's 30 years strong.
That's 30 years starting this month. Yes.
Ding, ding, ding,
that was one of the only
ding,
ones we could think
ding,
of
ding,
that was
ding,
going longer.
Ding, 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 ding.
Longest running comedy.
It's hard to keep comedies on though because
longest scripted. Okay, so The Simpsons is at 29. Okay, this is all running script shows.
Yeah,
this isn't just comedy. So Gunsmoke, Law and Order, Lassie, Family Guy's at 16. Okay, cartoons do really well in this category.
So here's the thing.
American Dad's at 15. Really?
So this is my idea. This is why that is. So dramas, I feel as though you can just pick anything up to be dramatic, right? Comedies, it's hard to keep a show funny with the same people, the same jokes, the same bits. It gets old, and you have to have something new and fresh for the audience for it to remain funny. Which TV home y'all's live in? We'll get to that in a little bit. Don't. I
got two. I got two that I'm like, which one?
But there's gotta be. No, I want.
Okay, go ahead.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm manning it.
What?
Look at me.
I masturbate with that mouse.
Oh my God! It's so sticky. I thought it was gravy on there. Well, I guess it is actually kind of gravy still, isn't it?
It's Bard's Basement's own gravy.
Fucking gross. Mac! Woo! Doggy! Yo!
He's watching Neighbors.
Hey!
Baby gravy. That's right.
Nope.
I don't want to. We'll get to that later, Powerless. I don't want to ruin it for anybody because I think I got my number one.
Always Sunny. How long was that?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. 12 seasons, and that's
Boom.
still on. Amazing.
That's still on.
Yeah.
No.
Present. Yep. It's still on. Still new seasons on FX. Everybody was shocked they're still doing new seasons, but I think they have
2.5
more
Men.
season. 2.5 Men also hit 12, but let's be honest, it jumped the shark at 7.
Okay, you can't say that because how long was Scrubs on for?
Scrubs was on for 9 seasons.
Yeah, that really jumped the fucking shit.
Everything was great until last season.
No.
I don't even see Big Bang Theory on here.
I stopped watching
I'm confused.
I literally, so you know how Comedy Central were just airing all the reruns of
It's right there.
Scrubs, remember?
Yeah.
That's how I caught up on Scrubs, and I stopped, like, I think 5 seasons in, because it just started to change too much. Everybody left. Everybody left, and it was a completely different show.
That wasn't until, like, I want to say season 8.
But they were
a couple
already
people
starting
left,
to...
and then season 9, everybody was gone except for Cox and Turk.
So crazy.
But there's Big Bang Theory. Married with Children. It's also on 11
Love and marriage, love and marriage. Something, 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 something.
Goes together like a horse and carriage.
Something, something, something.
You can't have
something
one without the
other. Love and
Alright,
marriage. Okay, alright.
Done. Okay. Roseanne was on for 10 seasons, including this latest season.
It's an institute. It's an institute. You can't despair. I'm sorry.
Oh, anyways. So, no, the one thing I was going to say, I caught up on Scrubs with Netflix. Because for years, like, I was just catching bits and pieces. I've seen the same
Netflix?
episodes. It was on Netflix. Hence, one of my reasons I fucking hate Netflix
I
sometimes.
hate Netflix.
You take off Scrubs right when I'm in the middle of a new rerun of it. They took off Psych.
So, do you know there's a Canadian Netflix?
Netflix.ca.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have different stuff.
They do.
They don't. What's the one with the girl with the huge tatas and the dog stuffed animal?
Oh, that's, remember the Hit the Road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no. They did that song, was a theme song. I know what you're talking about. And Nikki Cox was the girl with the boobs and boobums. So if you look up Nikki Cox.
I don't know if I can look that up on my computer without.
I'm not looking.
Nikki Cox. Married to Jay Moore?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. Unhappily Ever After?
Yes, that's the show. It was such a rip of, what were we just talking about? Love
it's similar to Married with Children, Powerless says. Yes.
It was such a rip. It was a rip off of Married with Children. Only difference was they had that bunny in the basement. That weird. But then, if you think about it, that really was just the dog. Remember how the dog would talk in Married with Children?
I don't remember that at all. I only used to watch Married with Children at like 5 o'clock in the morning when I woke up before school.
Alright, so the dog, eventually, like later seasons, the dog would just have his own dialogue. It would be just the dog, like, it was a guy's voice just being played as the dog. And it would just show, like, still the dog just standing there, and you'd hear the guy talking, like, oh my god, I'm thinking, can you guys hear me? And, like, it would just be stupid stuff like that. But that's the same. Unhappily Ever After and Married with Children, I don't understand how they didn't get sued. I'm pretty sure they probably did get sued. Anywho.
Friends was on for 10 seasons. Roseanne was on for 10 seasons. Beverly Hillbillies, only on for 9 seasons.
Where are the black people? We don't know.
The Drew Carey Show.
I like how you jumped in with the second most white show of all time.
9 seasons. All in the Family.
Family Matters is comedy too.
the middle.
You're gonna just skip
Everybody Loves Raymond. What did I miss?
Family Matters.
I didn't see it.
It's in the running for houses that I'd like to live in.
Didn't see
It's
it.
literally
not
above those.
Oh. I didn't see it.
Night Court was a comedy too.
Was it?
Yes, that
I
was.
don't remember that one. Because it stopped airing in 1992.
Okay, well let the older guy take a look here.
Touched by an Angel, hilarious.
That's not a comedy. That's my
Seventh Heaven?
impersonation
You got Seventh Heaven?
That's my impersonation of Seventh Heaven.
Because you
Michael
heard about the
McDonald
guy,
has
right?
to sing all of the. What about the guy?
The guy, the father from Seventh Heaven.
Did he die?
He admitted to raping
Oh
people.
no!
Yep. How I Met Your Mother was on for 9
You
seasons.
can't just go from that to that.
The Office was on for 9 seasons. Damn good show. Except for season 8.
I haven't watched much of it. I've never really watched the whole episode.
Seinfeld, Scrubs. I don't know what a lot of these
Like I said.
The Facts of Life was 9.
What about the New Girl? He said something about the New Girl.
New Girl was 7 seasons.
Like I said, it's difficult to keep a comedy.
Home Improvement was 8. Different Strokes was 8.
Well, you want to bring up Different Strokes, but the 1992 comedy was way too old.
I've seen reruns of Different Strokes. It was on Nick
I've
at
never
Night.
watched
It was on
Different Strokes.
back when I was a kid. Different Strokes reruns
Different
were
Strokes,
on Nick at Night.
Different Strokes.
Different Strokes to move the world.
Oh my god. You really did watch that.
I did.
Oh my
I did.
god.
MASH was what did we say? 11 seasons. We already went over that one.
I'm waiting for you to know the Good Times theme song.
Don't know that one.
Yeah, no, I'll give you a black card right now if you need that.
I was about to do Marky Mark.
Waiting on
Good vibrations.
reparations. Good time. Sorry.
Do you actually have a black card on you that you can just...
Oh yeah, I can hand them out.
It's like, no, cool. Dude, we're good. I'm cool.
That's alright, it's okay. What do we got here?
Walker, Texas Ranger. That was a...
That's
good
not
comedy.
coming!
Walker tells me I have AIDS.
Oh god. Laverne and Shirley.
Cosby Show.
You see,
That 70s show.
And you got the thing about the bomb and
Who's
the
the
pudding.
boss?
When you drink what I give you, you might get a little bit sleepy.
Full House.
No.
According to Jim. House MD. I thought that was a great comedy.
That is not
It was
a
so
comedy.
funny.
Not a comedy.
All 8 seasons. Three's Company.
No.
Castle. Barney Miller. All 8.
Wait.
What?
You're flying through this, and we're not even giving.
Are we really going to do this entire thing?
It's not that many.
What's your Cosby impression, brah?
It's very lackluster. It's very lackluster Cosby.
Boy Meets World was only 7?
You got the boy meeting the world with the people all around, and then you get the girl with the panga, and you give her the little thing when she drinks it.
So you give her the little thing?
And the little thing, and she drinks the thing out of the cup, and then she goes back to the school, and she's tired and sleepy. And oh. You know, he raped like 100 women. I'm gonna let you know that. He roofied and raped like 100 women. Just getting that out there for you.
Let's see, Seventh Heaven.
Servant, please play the theme song.
I can't.
Oh, are you afraid?
Stephen Collins.
Are you
Yeah, we
afraid?
keep getting copyright strikes.
Because
on
you
it.
decided to play a licensed song.
It was
wasn't even
so
a theme
good,
song.
though.
It was literally just a straight song. And then also, we did play, how many songs did we play? We played a lot of songs.
That stream, that was literally the only thing we played.
I thought we played...
No, I scrubbed through the entire bar to see anytime our mythic streams there and moved to something else. And we had a story on Yahoo. And we had the one part of that video. That was the only time that we played something different.
Gotta be careful.
Okay, let's see here. Does he have a lawsuit. Sexual abuse allegations and confession. This is the dad from Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven.
On October 2014, New York City Police Department began investigating Collins after an audio tape leaked to the media revealed a male voice purported? That's a weird word. To be that of Collins, admitting to past sexual abuse of a minor.
Oh my God.
Los Angeles Police Department spokesperson stated that Collins had been investigated by the department in 2012 after receiving a claim from 40 years earlier regarding sexual abuse. The LAPD further stated that its investigation did not allow it to sustain the allegation against
Michael
Collins.
McDonald singing this song about
In December 2014, interview with People magazine, Collins admitted he committed inappropriate sexual conduct with 3 female minors in 73, 82, and 94.
Oh no.
Profiled by the Washington Post reported that he apologized directly to one of the girls. He had
Oh
stated
my
that
God.
his inappropriate conduct was motivated by arrogance and youth,
That's
not
not
pedophilia.
right. That's not
To
right.
explain his motivation, he spoke about an older woman who repeatedly exposed herself to him when he was between the ages of 10 and 15.
Oh my God.
So, I'm not sure. But yeah, that guy's pretty much yep.
Yeah, except for him, right? I don't think he's gonna be any
He's
movies.
like, I'm a priest.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what those priestly guys do.
Oh
I didn't
boy.
think that was
You did say that.
He has not been anything since 2013.
So he did stuff.
He had 5
after.
movies.
He did think he was working after.
Yeah. But before he admitted in 2014.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
So, yeah.
Somehow he just stopped working.
Weird. He was even on The Office for an episode. He played
Did they delete that
Walter
episode?
Bernard Sr. No.
Well, they deleted all of the Cosby episodes.
Well,
They should delete all the Seventh Heaven episodes.
they probably don't have them available on
Just take
anything
Michael
to watch.
McDonald.
They're probably out of syndication right now.
Michael McDonald's
Because
probably
that's
gonna be
what
so
happens.
upset.
How about Eastbound and Down? That only lasted 4 seasons. It's not even on that list.
Oh, you watched Eastbound and Down?
I watched
You don't like Danny
the
McBride
first.
as much.
I watched the first season.
You're not a fan of Danny McBride.
No, I thought he was. You know what? One of my guilty pleasure movies, right here. You guys ready for this? Land of the Lost.
Yeah.
I love him in that.
Aren't you tired of being wrong about everything?
I fucking love him in that movie. He's just like, ooh, so vibrating. Holly, you should sit on this. Like fucking.
He was more
4 seasons.
of a smart. He was more of a smart. I remember my whole theory is that I feel as though he would have been a better fit in Step Brothers, and you didn't like this. You didn't like it at all. With Will Ferrell as opposed to.
As opposed to John C. Reilly?
Yeah, but I get it. It's great.
No, he would have been too raunchy for it. What Step Brothers was those two were grown man babies, and I don't think he would have been. He would have been over the top. He would have been like, I'm splooging all over everything, you know, like he was in This Is the End or whatever.
One of the guys put his nuts on a drum sack. Drum sack.
Again.
A drum sack.
A drum sack. Again, that's not overly sexual. What that was
he
a
literally pulled his balls out.
But he did. I mean, I'm just saying he would have made everything just a sex
teabagged.
joke, and everything was just like
It's not everything.
it's Shark Week.
Okay, so
It wouldn't have been the same dynamic.
what I
you know
suggest that you do, and there's only 2 seasons, which is like 16 episodes.
Eastbound and Down.
No,
There's 4.
I'm not talking about Eastbound and Down. God damn it! Listen to what I'm telling you. This show, no, not. Sorry, you just completely threw me off of my story that I was explaining to him because you said Sanford and Son. I had to do the theme song.
What up, son?
No. Watch Vice Principals.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that before.
It's it was good. It was really good. It was unexpectedly good. It's funny, but actually it's a really good show. And I think his name's Walter Goggins or Gaggins from I think he's in Sons of Anarchy. He was really good in that too. That's a crazy show. But
Confession.
yes,
Never watched Sons of Anarchy.
neither have I.
I've never watched Breaking Bad.
Okay, you're fucking crazy.
I've never watched The Walking Dead.
Get out of your house. Get out of your own house.
I've watched one episode of Game of Thrones.
Can you leave your own house?
I could. How many seasons are in The Office? There are 9 seasons in The Office, and I love that show. Except for season 8. Could really do without season 8. Just not fun for me.
Why?
It's Michael left in season 7. The manager. Steve Carell's character.
Alert.
It's been off the air for like 10 years.
Spoiler alert.
I'm not going to spoil it anymore.
I'd appreciate spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert!
Okay.
He leaves. He goes and does some stuff.
Do we have a spoiler alert button?
We don't have a spoiler alert button. We should probably do that.
Especially with this show where we ruined
Alec Baldwin in New York is 30 Rock. And I think that was on for 8 seasons. 7 or 8 seasons. I'll look up in a second. But, Steve Carell left the show. He was like, I want to go do other things. Can I leave the show? And they're like, yeah, you can leave the show. Well, we got plans. We don't have plans. So
He's really leaving.
They actually brought in Will Ferrell for like 4 episodes to take over his spot. And then they put Ed Helms, who was in The Office, they put him as the manager.
So he kept switching out managers.
And then they switched to a British chick who was terrible. It was a bad thing.
I would have enjoyed watching the dynamics of different guys. I feel like
It felt really forced. And the thing was, because what they wanted was James Spader. James Spader was in season 8. He was going to be the regional manager, but he was like, his character was like, no, regional manager isn't good enough. I want to be the vice president. So he actually talked to the CEO. He became the CEO, actually. He talked to the CEO.
The actual company? Or are you talking
no,
about
in the show.
Okay.
In the show, he talks to the CEO and convinces her to give him her job. So he is actually in charge of the entire company. So he pops up sporadically. And the storylines between him and Ed Helms' character Ed Helms is trying to suck up to him, and he doesn't really like him that much, and it was just kind of, yeah. And then Nellie was the, not that Nellie. Her character name is Nellie. She's redheaded. She's English.
Number 1.
She, surprised you didn't brought up the car yet. The car.
The ride?
Yeah, the ride.
Yeah.
Because 2 is not a winner and 3 nobody remembers.
Hey. Wait a minute now. We can't not do that.
So
he's got some hits.
Yeah,
he really has some hits, doesn't he?
And it's weird that he's gone so country lately, though.
Yeah,
I know he's from the dirty South, but you know
he's on a couple country songs.
He's been on a few country songs. He did one with Tim McGraw.
Yeah, no.
Back in the Dizzy, that's Rap for Day.
Oh boy.
Entourage, that would be an interesting house to live in.
Oh, well, houses. Forget about that.
You want to go back to the houses? Are you ready? Are you ready for that? Or are you not ready?
Really.
You're not ready for that,
I
Jelly?
can think about it. I should probably think about it while we're talking, but
it's probably. But you can't multitask. I get it. It's cool.
I know. I got mine already.
You got yours already?
Yes.
I got mine. You ready? You want to do?
I feel like I'd actually fit in that household. Like, you want to go? You want to go? You're trying to figure it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. You go.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
I personally, I would actually love to live in the New Girl loft.
What's New Girl?
New Girl to Sean Fox. It was on for 7 seasons. I would actually love to live in that loft just because.
In that show?
Zoe Deschanel. There's.
Is that show? Is that the one with what's his face? That actor, that guy.
Yep.
No, stop.
These people.
Yes. What is his name?
I don't know what all those people's names
the
are.
The one that was in that when they
the Let's Be Cops.
Yes.
I can't remember his name.
Oh man.
You actually do kind of look like Winston.
Oh yeah, I do. Wait, let me do the face.
There's one. Should we small screen this one?
I mean, they have no idea what the fuck we're looking at, so.
Ah! I clicked the wrong thing. Nope, picture won't go bigger. Yep, that's totally you.
Right, looks like the black guy. Yep, we get it.
No, it'd be great. Like I love the dynamic of Schmidt and Nick and
what?
Schmidt and Nick. His name's.
I don't like this show.
His name's
anymore.
Schmidt.
Don't like this show anymore.
His name's Nick.
Yep.
His name's Winston. That's Cece. That's Jess.
Thanks, Powerless. You
Like a
bastard.
more ugly version of Denzel. That's still a compliment, even if it's backhanded.
It's backhanded AF.
But I mean, I love the apartment. I love the loft. I love just the bathroom is weird, and it just seems like it'd be a fun place to actually live in real life. And it's kind of realistic. It's not like it's not like the Playboy Mansion. Which, now that you mention it, I mean, it is a TV home, right? I mean, it's a reality TV home.
That's not. That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. Fictional. And you could smash Zoe or Cece. That's right. You could. I mean, you couldn't, but I mean, I definitely could.
Is that like a burn back for him saying ugly?
You're welcome.
Oh, you got my back.
I got you.
You got my back. I think it's more so because of the 2 holes in a straw thing.
But not Matt Cam. What was your second place? Honestly, just because I love the layout of the house. Don't judge me too hard, but the Full House house.
And now I'm scared.
Like seriously,
run, girls, run!
Seriously, like I wouldn't want to live there with them.
You'd now be the uncle. You'd have.
I wouldn't want to live there with them. I just want that house.
You're
it was
young
so.
Uncle. Step by Step had a way better house.
It was so. I watched
Step by Step, day by day.
I mean, I love just the layout of the house and what they were using.
I really went right in on that song.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was good. I pat myself on the back on that one.
Yeah. I mean, I love the house. Like it's so open, and there's. I mean, obviously it's a TV house. It wouldn't be like that in real life. But I've actually looked up diagrams of the house to try to make it in The Sims.
Yeah, I did nail it. Thank you. You did what though?
I've looked up diagrams of the house.
I'm worried.
So I made it in The Sims once.
Now I'm gonna watch old reruns of it and see you like in the window in the background, just peering over like Michelle's shoulder, just. Oh my God! Get out of that house! Get out of that house!
Yes, if I could go back in time and go to that Hollywood studio.
How did he do all of that? He was only 2 when that came out.
Truth.
So, are you ready for mine?
I'm ready for yours.
You want to take some stabs at it? It really.
I'm gonna say you wanted to live in Urkel's house.
No.
Not the main house, like Urkel's house.
No, not at all.
No.
Was that your stab?
Yes. Fresh Prince?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Powerless called that forever ago.
Like, legit.
Look at this. Like,
did it really?
Let's go back up here. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air would be raw.
Oh my God. Like, legit. I could be on that show. I could have been.
Is it because you're fresh to death? He thought about hitting me just now.
I did. You're a mind reader. And a pain recipient soon. No, I feel like it just would have fit. I would have had fun. They were rich. They were rich. That house had
Yet
everything.
they were stingy with their money.
Yes, but they had everything. They had a butler. Imagine me and G just going back and forth with each other.
No.
Jeffrey?
But no.
You can't imagine that?
No. I really can't. Because this was more pithy comedy. And you're just like, fuck you, man.
It hurts my feelings.
I'm just your comedy's out loud. You're out there.
Oh, so I would fit in better on Martin? Is that what you're saying? Martin!
I was thinking more of when Everybody Hates Chris.
I've never watched that show.
I haven't either. It's just running out of.
You've never even watched that show?
No, I'm just running out of references.
But do I have to be in a black sitcom? Can
I guess not. I guess not. You can explore. Where would we take you otherwise?
Where would I fit in?
What we're talking about?
Yeah. What's going on with that?
What we're talking about? Where would you fit in? I mean, I could see you being like the next door neighbor in a lot of shows.
You're good too.
Like Home Improvement.
No, I can't be.
Just like popping over the fence.
I can't be that guy.
What y'all doing over here?
Yeah, white people crazy breaking shit. That's the 5th time you broke my fence, neighbor.
Can I get in on that barbecue?
Oh, that would have been really. That would have been. No, Boy Meets World was. Silly me fits in Boy Meets World, not edgy me.
Like I don't see you being. I wouldn't see you at all being friends with Corey and Topanga, but being friends with Eric, and whoever that guy was in the later seasons.
Yes.
You would definitely be friends with those guys.
Yes.
I could definitely see that one.
You'd be in that grouping.
Yeah. You guys all went to college together. Had those 2 girl roommates. That was a still weird situation. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Sister. Still too wholesome of a show.
No, it was just, I felt like there's a lot going on. They didn't have room for more people. No,
More black people.
No, just
So
more
then-
people.
Yes!
Just more people.
No,
There was just a lot
just
going on.
people in general.
What was the one? My cousin Skeeter.
Fuck you, man. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, look at me. I'm Ricky. I got jokes for days.
I just know how much you love that movie or that show.
I hate that
show.
Hated that show. Smart guy.
And you're just going all black though. You're not even going white anymore.
Keenan and Kel. Did I fit in Keenan and Kel?
You would have
Like
to
a
be
B
Kel.
player.
You'd have to be Kel's like weird cousin that comes in, like a little bit more grounded than he is, but still kind of offbeat.
He's a little weird. I can explain Kel more so to people.
Yeah.
But also a little weirder.
Dude, AC Slater is 44. Sorry, that's weird. There's a just continuous video playing on this article I was reading, so there's weird stuff going on.
What edgy shows were there?
Edgy Blossom.
On the next Blossom. You did that. You set me up. You did it on purpose.
I did. You're welcome.
Joy Lawrence mistakes lambskin condoms with a real lamb. Whoa! That was a really good whoa. That was one of my better woes. That was one of my better Joy Lawrence woes. Living single.
Drake and Josh.
I said edgy shows, and you have not. You keep edgy shows. What is
edgy shows?
You can see me on
Malcolm in the Middle. There's a kid running around with those guys getting into trouble.
You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now, and you're not. And then just I'm running across like the lawn, like jumping
Life
through.
is unfair.
Okay. I can see that. Mr. Cooper.
Moesha.
Okay, you're really just doing all of the black shows now, Powerless. Yes. Mo to the E to the. Okay, you're doing this. You're getting me involved. I don't want to get involved.
You know what show I always wanted to be on when I was a kid?
What's that?
Just like other than Legends of the Hidden Temple, because obvious. I really wanted to be on I lost what I was saying now because I just.
It was gonna be the background music to what you wanted to be on. This is how you refresh somebody's memory. You start talking about what they were talking about. Legends of the Hidden Temple. Legends of the Hidden Temple. Legends of the Hidden
All
Temple.
that. I wanted to be on all that.
It works.
I really wanted to be on all that. It was Saturday Night Live for kids, and they didn't have to be that good of actors. I mean, do you remember fucking Pizza Boy?
Yeah, I do. I remember that. Do you remember Repairman?
Repairman, man.
So no, you don't remember it?
Was that that one? Or was that?
I remember when
The Dude.
Repairman. It's making me laugh now, so it was actually that funny. Repairman landed in Gullah Gullah Island. Do you remember Gullah Gullah Island? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Ugh.
No.
What?
Is it happening? You gonna put your head through the window?
What? Gullah Gullah Island? I remember Gullah Island.
He landed.
Gullah Island.
What? You're gonna get.
I don't know if I want to.
Oh, you Gullah Island tree. He literally said that at one point in time. He tried to kick the tree. Oh.
I don't.
Just maybe all that with Gullah Island? I swear.
The real life Gullah Island is in danger.
Yeah, that's super depressing, but that's not the episode of all that, though. Have you been summoned?
Oh, cool. What's up for Mark?
Gullah Island was on all that, though.
I'm not seeing it on here,
But
so it might just be buried deep in the annals. Annals.
That is not what you call them.
Annals?
The annals.
The annals.
The annals.
The
Oh my
annals
God.
of terrible TV show history.
Who else? Super Dude.
Super Dude.
Ishbu. Remember Ishbu? I'm doing all Keenan characters right now. I'm Ishbu. Pierre Escargot.
Pierre Escargot.
That's the worst French accent I've
So
ever
was
heard.
his. Vital Information for your everyday life.
Yeah.
I pulled one of those on my kids the other day. We're driving in the car. I said, "Hey kids, don't forget. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey no see, monkey step and do."
Oh boy. Okay.
And they were like, "I don't get it."
Amanda Bynes.
Actually, the Amanda Show.
Yeah. Ask Ashley.
It's time for Ask Ashley.
That like blew up. That was like that got her her own show.
It did. It really did.
Like that, I remember that used to be like one of the parts of the show where people like the audience would be like, just be like dying over it.
Freaking out. I don't remember Homie the Clown.
Oh, he's talking about on
In Living Color?
Mm-hmm. In Living Color.
All that though, just everyone we keep going back to, other than Good Burger, because I mean Good Burger was like the best sketch on that show. I mean it had a movie. You know one thing that would never get a movie?
What?
Ear boy, his ears are really big.
Remember the chocolate guys? They love chocolate. They redid a sketch like that in the later non-popular years of all that, called Sugar and Coffee. It was the same thing.
Oh, the chocolate.
Yeah. You got the two cooks that always manage to have chocolate.
And first, because he's like, we're gonna make some mac and cheese. First, you take the noodles, and then the chocolate. She's like, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Yeah. He's
the chocolate.
Powerless. Way to show your age, buddy. Mr. I'm an ugly Denzel. I'm not letting that go. I'm an ugly version of Denzel. Yeah.
Well, Josh Server was just an ugly version of.
Can we not keep doing this?
Wait, Jim Carrey.
Don't say that ever in your life. Josh Server couldn't tie Jim Carrey's jockstrap. Is that a thing? No.
He was the Jim Carrey.
You're saying he looked like Jim Carrey?
He was the Jim Carrey of all that.
There were other white guys.
And this is Ear Boy. His
saying.
ears are really big.
Are you trying to say that all that was a black show? Because it wasn't.
Oh no!
So
but I'm saying he was supposed to just in the way he moved, in the way he talked, in the way his demeanor.
I guess
he
I
was
see
Jim
it
Carrey.
now. When you put that picture up when he's doing that actual Jim Carrey thing.
Here, let's. He was supposed to be the Jim Carrey of all that. Like they were definitely.
But a lot of them,
other shows.
A lot of them did stuff like that though. Those mannerisms. Like if you go back and look, they all like studied like Jim Carrey and those other guys because they. Who else was on that original cast?
The original cast. All right, let's look up the. Remember when Danny Tamborelli was on it?
I do. Oh no, the show's ruined.
Hang on,
Danny Tamborelli, still alive, by the way.
Still alive. Let's see.
As of this recording.
That.
I don't know.
Hello, future people. Let's see. Original cast. All that season 1 cast. You ready?
Did you see Gabriel Iglesias?
Gabriel Iglesias? What?
Gabriel Iglesias.
I didn't see that.
He was on all that. Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No.
Yes, he was. I remember.
What the fuck? When was he on that?
Briefly, he was a fat kid.
Well, I mean, what the fuck was he on all that? Is that fat kid still alive? Andy Milonakis? Maybe. I don't know. He wasn't a kid. He was like 35 when he did the Andy Milonakis show.
Yeah. I got Bruce Lee's on my head, but don't call me a Lee head. Please excuse me. I got to get my tree fed.
So it was Josh Serber, Keenan and Kel,
Wow.
Lori Beth Denberg,
Yes.
Katrina Johnson. I'm not sure. I don't remember which one Katrina Johnson was.
One of them died. I think it was the young one. She was sick.
Katrina Johnson,
She dead?
Alyssa Reyes.
One of them is dead.
No, she's 37, so that wasn't her. Let's see, Christina Johnson. She's 36. She's still alive. And Angelique Bates. She's still alive.
One of them died.
Not from the first one.
Maybe it was the second one?
Maybe. But all I'm saying is, in this cast, yes, Josh Server was the white guy. 1 white guy, 2 black guys, 4 girls.
Oh wow, there's more girls than there
Yeah.
were guys. That's groundbreaking, right?
Let's see, here's a picture. I don't
remember all
who's
of them.
who.
I remember
Anyway.
all that like it was.
Like it was yesterday.
Yes.
Was Gabriel Iglesias really on? Freaking.
Whoa.
What? What he said, or
Yeah.
did you see something?
That term's a little.
Let's see. Not all that. He was various characters in the year 2000 on all that.
In the year 2000. Remember that? Remember Conan O'Brien? No. We're gonna get a copyright just from me doing all of the songs.
I don't think you can because you're doing it, even though you're.
I'm gonna get.
No, I don't think so.
They're gonna that robot's gonna hear that step by step and be like, "That is the real step by step." Day by day.
Guys, breaking news. We gotta stop the all that talk. Harry Potter turned 20.
You're gonna really stop
Yes.
reminiscing about our lives.
I have to say it. I gotta pull this article away. I gotta go to something else. Let's see here. J.K. Rowling's 7 books have sold nearly 500 million copies. And the franchise of books, movies, theme parks, and more has reached a value of over $25 billion. Could you imagine writing a book when you have $1,000 to your name, selling it, and 20 years later you're worth $25 billion?
I don't know if she's worth 25.
But the thing she created is.
Yes.
Like, that is crazy for me.
I've never watched.
You don't need to watch. You just need to read. Have you read?
A little bit.
Have you read?
Little bits.
Have you read?
I said little bits here.
Odell Beckham Jr. really feels like a zoo animal. I'm not sure to what he's
Are you
referring
really
to.
just stopping our
Is it?
reminiscing about all these great shows?
Do you want to keep reminiscing?
Dude, this could be a whole episode.
The reminiscing episode.
We do that a lot.
We did that the first few episodes, actually. We were like, best TV show ever. Beetleborgs!
But no, we're talking about comedy shows. We're still in
Beetleborgs.
with the. Which superhero house would you like to live in?
Wait, house or base?
I guess you got a point. We'll include both.
Are we talking comics or just shows? We're talking movies? What are we talking?
Talking about shows. We're sticking to the shows.
Shows.
I would want to do Power Rangers, but then I wouldn't because that was somehow the most easily infiltrated lair of all time. Even though they teleported to it.
When your assistant / your guardian of the place is a little fucking tiny robot that doesn't do anything. Yeah, you're gonna get infiltrated. You're gonna infiltrate it all night.
This is all he did. He's just worried.
Somebody has broken into the command center.
He's a robot with high blood pressure. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Oh, yeah, he's got Batman down.
Batman's good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good
I would
one.
love to live living in a mansion.
Again. I would honestly say Lex Luthor from Smallville. His mansion was dope.
I want to go to Blankman's place. Oh, man.
You brought the new Chucks!
Oh, my God. I got to watch that movie now.
Tony Stark's nice view and lots of toys.
You're going to get copyright at some point.
You brought the new Chucks.
I should have been in Beverly Hills Cop. Not the lead. But oh my God. Literally probably the most underrated out of that whole family.
Yeah?
I feel like
he's in a lot.
I know he's done. I
don't even remember I don't remember his name. There's so many of them. Is that Damon?
It's Damon Wayans.
It's Damon. There's so many of them though. It's hard to. One of them is on New Girl. He was also in that Let's Be Cops.
That's his son.
What?
That's Damon Wayans Jr. That's his son. So not only was he the best out of the bunch, he gave a child, his son, to carry on. That is his son.
What? No. Who's the... I'm so confused.
Let's Be Cops is Damon Wayans Jr.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
What are you trying to figure out right now?
I'm just trying to get faces to everything.
Almost 60. That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Right? Did you think that it was him?
I didn't think it was him.
And they just never aged at all?
No. I didn't think it was. It's 35.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? His son is 35. Yeah.
At 22, yeah.
So, like, when Blank Man came out. Not even.
No.
Whoa. That's like.
No.
That's almost like pre. That's basically.
That's
no,
not
it's
pre. No, because it's 35. Blank Man came out in the 90s.
Let's talk about Blank Man.
What?
Can't fucking finish my sentence.
No.
I said that's pre In Living Color almost. In Living Color came out in like 1987.
Oh, let's see here. He was active from 81 to present. If he was born in 60, he would have been 20. What did we say? He was 22 when he had him. Yeah.
He had him in like 83, 84.
I can go back and just look at his. Damon Wayans Jr. was born in 82.
Yeah, he was like my sister's age. Yeah.
He's only a few years older than we are. That's like weird.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's super weird.
Yeah.
He made his film debut when he was cast in his father's 1994 feature film Blank Man,
I'm
playing
done. Goodbye.
young Kevin.
Goodbye. See you later. You brought the new Chucks.
He was in Blank Man.
That's awesome.
Thanks, other guy.
That was not a Wayans brother, by the way. Even though he was in like all of their David Allen Greer.
Yep, I knew that one. Sean Wayans.
Which one's the one in New Girl? His son?
What? The son is a new girl. Damon Wayans' son is a new girl. Yeah. Kim Wayans.
There's so many. Right?
Keenan Ivory.
He's like the leader. He's like the oldest and the leader.
Dwayne.
What does he do? What did Dwayne Wayans do?
He's a homemaker, a social worker, and a supermarket manager.
Why are you looking up there? I'm looking at the top where it says an American writer, a score of
that's early life. Okay. Yeah.
Oh
His early life. You gotta see where they come from and see where they're going, right?
Oh my God.
That's beautiful right there. Marlon Wayans.
You know Marlon Wayans.
What's he from?
What?
I can't.
You ever watched G.I. Joe?
Once, but that was a long time ago.
His own show on NBC called Marlon now. What?
Okay, so he's
White girls.
Yeah.
What?
He's
what? I have to.
He was the one that was in the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
What? There was a Dungeons and Dragons movie.
There was. Check it out right here. Year 2000, Dungeons and Dragons. He played snails.
Oh, I gotta put out something. I want to see this movie. So there's a new Predator movie coming out.
Okay.
Can you play trailers without getting? Okay. I solely want to see it because Keegan-Michael Key is in the movie. It's gonna be so good. I realized that in action movies you need somebody who's like crazy and funny, and I realized when seeing that preview that he's perfect for a. I didn't think it was gonna work, and then I watched the preview. I was like, oh wow, there's more. There's more Waynes.
There's so many Waynes. It's kind of crazy how many there are.
They just don't stop producing.
They have like these articles of all of them with their kids. Because most of them are in television and comedy. American
I literally
actor.
have seen like 20 just now so far. That's crazy.
Actress.
That's a.
Oh. Sean Wayans has not had that many kids. He's had 3, but they're not that old yet. The oldest is born in 99, so will be acting soon.
Probably already been in a few movies.
He had nothing on his Wikipedia, so she was a girl. She had nothing on her Wikipedia, so hasn't been legit.
Color.
Huh?
I would have liked to have been on Living Color, but I would have been like 2.
I would have loved to be a Power Ranger. It's such positive role models.
It's morphin' time.
Morphin' time. This would have been mine. Ready for this one? Sloth.
You just don't morph. You just stay there the same. You get the little background, but then you're just like sleeping when it comes back to you. That's a really good sloth. That's frightening, actually.
We sleep 18 hours, but we always party 24.
Sloth!
Hunting packs and we eat out the alpha fur.
Sloth!
That was a few gravy talks ago.
Don't call us slow. Don't call us slow. Dog cam.
Boop. Oops. Boop. Dog cam. Hey guys, there's a dog there.
Mac,
He is dead.
what's your Lassie? Mac would want to be on Lassie, he said.
Not Lassie. Not Lassie. He is the worst.
Rin Tin Tin?
When he knows he did something wrong, he won't go outside. Like, he pissed in the house the other day. He wouldn't go outside for 6 more hours.
My dog's the opposite. He knows better, so he well, if it happens, I know about it because I come in and he's just like, oh man, you wouldn't believe what happened today. And he gets really close and he looks down at the ground and his tail just starts shaking really fast and he's like, I don't know how. I did a bad thing in the house.
That's what he's like. I know something's wrong when he doesn't come to the door.
And then he goes and he walks to the door. Like, you should probably let me out, though, still, because there's more.
Man, like, I'm not going outside. You'll leave me out there.
I was being generous.
You'll leave me. I know you'll leave me out there.
Yeah, that I think he said Rin Tin Tin. Benji? You'd want to Wishbone.
Oh, Wishbone.
What's the story? Wishbone.
Wishbone was
yeah.
so good.
They don't know what that is. I don't even
They
know what that
which
is.
one is. I always had either the Prince and the Pauper episode
Remember
or the one where he was Robin
a
Hood.
superhero house? Remember we supposed to do that?
Yeah, I picked mine.
Which one did you
Lex
pick?
Luthor from Smallville. It's an awesome mansion.
Oh, it's got to be a TV show.
Oh, the Fortress of Solitude. Everybody leave me the fuck alone.
I was going to pick Wakanda, but I can't pick Wakanda because it's not a TV show.
Right.
Darn.
Well, you think about that for a few minutes and entertain the masses. I'm going to go put my children to bed.
I got this.
You got this?
Mm-hmm. Does a cartoon count?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you
Okay.
said
X-Men.
Ooh.
X-Men.
Which? No, I'm just kidding. The animated series,
There's
of course.
only one.
There's actually several. But okay.
Shut up.
Hi. Start to bed.
Can I sit in the office room?
No.
So, I got this library to myself. What time is it? So, Mac, how was your week, buddy? What's that? Mac said he ate vomit at some point in time. I don't know if it was your own vomit. Yes, it was his own vomit that he ate. It was, yeah. But he saw a squirrel also this week. That's all you got? That's all you got to add to the conversation, Mac? Dog cam, ladies and gentlemen. Dog cam. I just want to say that you're doing a really good job, Mac. I'm not really the lead in this, so I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. But follow me on Instagram. I'm just gonna pimp out my Instagram right now. Just follow me on Instagram, and I'll go back to the question of the day really quickly. And any TV home. I already said Fresh Prince. Ricky creeped me out with the Full House one. I don't know what that's all about. An old house. I wouldn't want to be in the Cosby home anymore. That would be terrifying. That's not a place of, not a destination that I'd like to be involved in. Hey, there's a lady on the couch, Bill. She's just sleeping here. That's odd. Let's see. Married with Children. I'd like to be in that neighborhood. It's a pretty crazy show. That's right. I'd like to take this time to send a special shout out north of the border. This gravy's for you, if you know what I mean by that. So, like, what do you guys want to talk about? Anything interesting going on in you guys' dailies, your day-to-days, huh? Really, Mac? You're gonna sigh right now? Trying to talk to the people? Very immature. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
I'm dying out here.
Why are you dying? Yeah, I'm coming. Ready?
You're in the dog cam. Whoa, welcome back to the library.
Oh, what's going on? I'm back in the library. How's it going? Oh, you know it's a great show that just got canceled recently? The Librarians. It's a fantastic show.
Here we go.
Fantastic show. What? Have I talked about this before?
Literally, the very last episode, you went into the entire makeup of the whole show. You
so
broke it down.
It's so you got Ezekiel Jones.
Please stop. I'll hit you with this microphone.
I remember it now.
Yes.
I'm up to season 3. I'm through season 3. I'm into season 3.
You want a good show that's ending? Mr. Robot.
I really thought you were going to say Mr. Rogers. I was like, what? And then you went robot instead of Rogers.
My neighbor. Can we just admit now that Mr. McSpeedy was delivering cocaine? Let's point that out.
Yes.
He pop in and pop back out.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
You just left. How did you get that package from around the world?
Post office is very efficient.
Yeah. I'll tell you what else.
Tell me more packages for me.
Exactly.
I smoke right. The Chappelle Show. That was a good one, right?
Chappelle Show.
I've only seen like 3 episodes.
You've only seen.
They were all lost episodes.
I think you need to get lost now.
Oh, Lost! Lost!
Lost?
Lost!
Did you like the one on the island?
No, God, no. That was a terrible place. But I like Lost. It was a good show. 6 seasons, so I mean, they wanted to end it. It's not that they got forced out. They were like, listen, we have a story and we have an end point, and the longer you make us go, they wanted it to only be 5 seasons. Like, the longer you make us go, the more weird this is gonna get. So, like, oh, maybe we should end at 6 then.
Twin Peaks was weird.
Twin Peaks was weird. Was it only a season though? 2 seasons, something like that.
Two seasons.
And then didn't it come back like recently? Wasn't there a Twin Peaks revival?
Netflix. They did a Netflix thing.
Oh, do a Netflix thing.
It's such a weird show.
For show.
Pete and Pete.
Pete and Pete.
Hey, smiling strange.
Pete
You're
and
looking
Pete.
happily deranged. I'm gonna have you hit the target. Yeah. Hey, Sandy. I was in a band that covered Hey, Sandy, which is the theme song Pete and Pete. That's how much
You love Pete and Pete.
Yes. I forced them to learn that song, and they liked it. They liked it after they learned it. I would actually.
Yeah.
Because what would happen was, remember when you burned all those episodes?
Yeah.
After each practice, we would sit around and watch those episodes, and then the guitar player, can I say his name?
Say a first name.
Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Eric. Ah, Eric.
No, you don't know that. You don't know it's Eric. Anyway, he was like, "Oh, I really like that theme song." I was like, "You do too." Like, yeah, we should learn it and play it. I said, "We should."
Like, I memorized it years ago. What are you waiting for?
Yeah. I was so happy. That was such a good memory. Good memories.
Memories. Oh. Raheem, I don't know if we were friends during this part of my life, but I have to find a thing. You keep vamping.
Okay. Hey, smiling strange. You're looking happily deranged. No, nobody knows what that lyric is, by the way.
This is when I got married. This was our.
Oh, yeah?
So I got married. Yeah, this is cute.
Are you putting that on the...
No, I'm not going to put that on the thing, but I just want to show you. We are, in fact, married. It did happen.
Hey, Sandy. Yeah. What do you... Is that what you're trying to show me?
First of all, look at this picture.
Who's it? Who?
I'm
When you
not
look
gonna
at
show this
them and say, look at this picture, it's really confusing.
Yeah, sorry, I'm showing Raheem some stuff because he knows these people in here. Like, that's Kaylee.
Don't
That's
say
Justin.
Watch names.
Like, that's... I don't know why.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's
Look at you, the little blonde hair. Look at you.
I've never been that little again.
Look at you.
Anyways, so
Little blonde haired boy.
a little bit fat, a little bit further. Oh man, this is back in. Look at this
I
picture of
remember-
us.
I remember those days.
Back when I was skinny.
Look at you.
Thought I was super fat. Oh, but do you know what this is?
It's your music days at Extreme Wheels.
How did you know that? Were you there?
No, I
Were
wasn't.
we friends? Were we friends back then?
Kind of, but we were friends back then. But I didn't. I can just imagine.
This is
your-
yeah. I was doing merch for this bit. Well,
I
but
heard about this actually.
what had happened was. No, there we go. There we go. This full size picture. What had happened was I had a friend who was in a band, and he was like, "Do you know anybody in a band?" I'm like, "I'm in a band." He's like, "You're in a band?" No, I'm just kidding. That was a Scott Pilgrim. Never mind that one. I had a friend who was in a band.
Copyright. So we got
Copyright, totally
for
copyright.
this episode.
So I was my friend was in a band. He played guitar, and he was like, "Hey, dude, we lost our lead singer. Are you still interested in singing in a band?" Because we talked about this a few months before that. And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Cool. We have 8 days to learn all our songs." And I went, "Fuck," because the recordings they had were really shitty. So I'm trying to learn these songs, and this keyboard player here, he wrote all the songs. Oh, I just popped his name, didn't it? So
Yep,
keyboard
and
player.
He's gonna get somebody at his house.
Yeah,
with
right.
A leather mask on.
Yeah, right. Jesus. All right.
I saw you on Twitch. Oh,
So,
what is Twitch?
So he wrote all the songs. I'm trying to like fit his lyrics to the songs, and we actually played like 3 or 4 shows, and it wasn't bad, And like right in the middle of it, they're like, "We're gonna write a new song. You need to come up with the lyrics." And I'm like, "I've never done that." So I ended up doing a song that was completely different than what he was thinking in his head. But then after they were done, they're like, "You know what?" And this is the slap in the face. Like, I think we want to go a different direction. I think we want a girl singer. Just having 2 guys, because he was also the screamer. Like, having 2 guys do this is kind of weird. I don't know if we like it. We want to go with a different dynamic. We want to have a girl singer. You can still stick on and do some merch. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll do your merch," which is all right, I guess. If I sold a certain amount, I got a cut of the merch money, So it's kind of cool. Fast forward a few months, and it's my birthday. And we were supposed to go to a show. Show got canceled, and then they did a show a couple days later. And they told me, "Hey, for your birthday, we'll throw you back up on stage and have you sing a song or 2." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And I think he was gonna do it, and then he's like, "I want to invite our merch guy up to the stage." And I'm like, "What?" So I jumped up on the stage, and this was that show.
Like,
What?
Extreme Wheels.
Extreme Wheels, yeah. And then this was me. Yeah, I was thinking about it there. It was, it was fun. I'm not saying I'm a great singer or anything. I jumped off the stage. I literally jumped down the 4 stairs to get off the stage because my adrenaline was pumped. And this guy stops. He goes, "Dude, you're really good." And I'm like, "I gotta go back to the merch." It's so uncomfortable. But yeah, that So I was in a band for a while.
Look at you.
Yeah, and this was actually the one they replaced me with. They went with a girl. She had a really great voice, don't get me wrong, but back when I was up on the stage, and I could actually fit in that hoodie. I'm so
Where's
proud.
your hoodie?
I have no idea where that hoodie is. I'd probably donated it when I
I
was too
want
fat.
it. Can I have it?
That Fox hoodie.
I love bands. It's so fun.
It was fun. It was a
You
good
can
time.
bounce ideas out until the band gets all.
That was in 2011.
Did I know you in 2011?
January of 2011. We stopped being friends once you started hanging out with your old roommate and stuff. You stopped hanging out.
I was still around because I remember hearing about all of this. And
You gotta remember too. This was a year before Alexa was born.
was it?
This was 6 months before I started seeing Amanda again. Yeah. So yeah.
Because then we started doing Vine 2000 what?
12 or 13,
13?
something like that. Yeah, but it was random. You were like, "Hey, You live over at this apartment complex, don't you? I'm like, yeah. You're like, I'm at your door. Where's your door? There's a million doors over here. Show me which one is your door.
Literally a million doors everywhere.
And I was like, oh, okay, you're at my door. Okay, I just had like surgery. My foot is terrible. We did Vine for like 3 days. You want to see it now?
No.
You want to see it now? It's not even that bad. It's not even that bad.
I'm in the library.
Not even that bad.
How bad do I look right now? I pulled back the curtain on the entire operation. I Wizard of Oz the shit out of the set just now. Put the curtain down. Please put the curtain down.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yes. Did he say that in the movie? I don't remember if he dry heaved a few times.
Yeah, but if you're the Cowardly Lion in this situation, you need to grow a fucking nerve or something. Whatever the hell. Did he even give him a harder? No, that was the other guy. What did he give him?
Courage.
What? How did he give him the courage? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen this.
Kicked him in the balls. Anyway.
Bands. Medal? Did he give him a Medal of Honor or something?
They kicked him in the balls. Anyway.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I remember I played a show at Extreme Wheels. It went a lot more different than that. It was a battle of the bands, and I was with. This was like the first band I was ever in.
When I was a merch guy, they did a battle of the bands.
They do a lot of battles of the bands at Extreme Wheels.
There was like 8 bands.
Did we do a battle of the bands together?
I don't think I saw you there. No. The thing that pissed me off about that battle of the bands, though, and why I quit being the merch guy for them, and it's been years. So if anyone's watching this, I'm sorry, but this is what really upset me at the time. I was working a full time, like more than a full time. I was working 60 hours a week at a pizzeria.
Oh boy, not that place.
Yeah, and
the pizzeria of ill repute.
I quit that place, and then I started working at a Chili's.
Chili's.
And I went back down to normal hours, right?
Baby back hours.
So I was fed up with. I was working all this time, and then I was trying to sneak in, going to these shows when I could.
Baby back, bitch.
So then when I started at Chili's, I was back on a normal schedule. I was out at 4 every day. Well, the band was like, "You need to be here at 3 o'clock to set up the merch," and I'm like, "Why?" You know what we had? We had a like 3-wire racks.
Yes.
Zip tied together.
Yes.
And we put clothespins on the one shirt we had, 2 different sizes there. I mean, there was like 6 sizes altogether, but 2 different sizes there. We pinned those up, and then we had copies of the CDs in front of them. That's all the merch they had. It took me 5 minutes to set this up. Even when I went in the bin and separated a few shirts out by size, I was done setting up merch in 8 minutes.
Yeah, and it's not like you were selling hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah, no. And they're like, "We need you here by 3. When did the doors open? 6.
Yeah,
I'll be there at 5:45.
They're really dumb. It's really stupid.
Like, we aren't a huge. You're not a huge band. You don't have, piles and piles of merch and stuff. Like, that's not. No.
Craziness.
And I told him, I was like, dude, I have a job. I couldn't do this when I was working at the pizzeria. I really can't. I can't do this at Chili's. I can't leave early every time you guys have a show. Just to stand around for 3 hours and wait for a band to start playing.
Those kids were feeling themselves, as the kids say nowadays. Yeah.
And then the shows would go to like 9, 10 o'clock at night. So I'd be sitting there from like 4:30 until 9, 10 o'clock at night, just sitting there. Like they wouldn't be there over there with me. They'd be out, handing out flyers and trying to sell CDs on their own. They were running around doing the band thing, talking to other bands, and I'm just sitting over there by myself, usually on an upturned tub because they never provided chairs. And it got so old. I did like 10, 11 shows, and I'm just like, I can't do this anymore.
So you could technically say that tub got turned upside down.
Yep. Oh, dude. So.
What? How did that remind you of something?
Do you remember Mad TV?
Of course.
Do you remember Stewart from Mad TV?
Of course.
So I'm sitting there talking to Amanda the other day, and she brings up the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I was like, what I've always wanted to see on Mad TV was Stewart doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She goes, I don't understand what you mean.
Oh, you're about to do it, aren't you? Oh my God.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground is where I spent most of my days.
You're gonna do the whole thing. You're gonna do the whole thing, aren't you? I hope we get copyright for this one. We get copyright one for this one. Please continue.
Some people outside of school with a couple of guys who were up to no good started making chocolate in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air."
Oh my god. You did the mother too.
I whistled for the cab and when it came near, the license plate said fresh and there were dice in the mirror. If anything I can say to this cab is where you're home to Bel Air. Because he always went crazy.
The rails on a crazy show.
Dude, it would have been so good. I could do it. God knows he could have done it. Danger Zone.
Danger Zone. Lana. What?
Danger Zone.
Danger Zone.
This is how you get. Do you want ants? This is how you get ants.
This is how you get ants.
I use that all the time.
I don't know if you guys know this, but this is how you get ants.
Yeah.
So, I want to also point out.
They actually did a Power Rangers song before Alpha 5.
Weird. So I did an Extreme Wheels show with a two-piecer.
Two-piece?
It was me and this guy named Mike.
Oh, Mike, yeah. We were talking about that a couple Gravy Talks ago that you guys had a band. Because I had completely forgotten about that.
Yeah, that was the first one I was in. And I had my little drum. And I wish I could pop up my Facebook picture. Actually, you can go to my Facebook right now and go to my pictures and find it. But I literally had.
Probably add you as a friend, huh? So how long ago was that?
Long time ago. Long before that picture.
Was that? I know that guy.
Yeah. He makes movies.
Yeah. I print posters for him and stuff all the time.
Yeah, that's Kenny.
Yeah. But I don't want to know why you haven't. Dude, remember that office building you used to clean?
I do remember that office building. It was very, well, like...
This is as old as your pictures go. Remember, you used to have 2 profiles.
I did, didn't I? Everywhere in that thing. I can go
Leaning
across
house?
to that thing now because I have my enhanced.
Where was it? Was that in Canada?
Do you have an enhanced?
Yeah. I was wearing my Scary Kid shirt.
Yes. Dude, why don't we go to Canada?
Because I'm poor and have kids.
That's true. That's true.
Because I wasn't invited to that party.
Good lord. So, not that
Wasn't
album.
Invited. Wasn't invited to that one.
Okay. Alright.
That's because I'm not in the picture.
We're just gonna look at
That was
this.
funny. It was funny. That was good. Sorry, I wish I could show you guys this stuff, but I don't want to piss anybody off.
We were trying
That's
to
good.
find.
Yep, it's not there. Not in your
Okay.
tagged pictures. I don't know if it's the one you uploaded, but
It's definitely not gonna be in a tagged one. How does that picture always get brought up? Every time you go past that picture, you legit bring it
surprise
up
butt sex.
every single time.
How about this one? I took that one.
Yeah, please. Just
And that guy in the background was staring at you like.
can we legit get out of this section of photos?
They're so good.
Look at this
They're
photograph.
so good.
Every time I do it makes me puke.
Remember we were trying to intimidate?
I do know that was very unsuccessful.
It was very unsuccessful.
We literally got murdered.
Murdered in beer pong.
Okay, not
I
literally,
I
sorry.
never played beer pong though. Who are these people?
Okay, are you trying to get me killed?
No.
Okay.
Nothing. Nobody. This is probably really frustrating to look at. But all right, let's look at your photo. Look, oh my God! Look at all the gym selfies.
So many. It's not an Instagram photo.
This is just Facebook. This is
Oh.
before you discovered Instagram.
Alright.
Let's go. Let's tattoos.
Back up. Okay, right
That one.
there. Yes, that was my little
right here?
first drums.
Okay.
Those are my daddy's first drums.
Let's get rid of this.
That picture might have been on MySpace at one point in time.
I think it was.
Is my name just all up on that? My name is just all up on that.
Yep.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yep. My name was all up on the other one.
No, well, good then. We're even.
We're
Even.
even.
Then there was.
What?
That was a practice. That's.
Is that J-Boom?
Yeah, it's Boom.
Is that J-Boom?
Yeah, it's Boom Shakalaka. Look at him now. That's actually old. It's oldish.
Didn't he have long hair?
Yeah, he did for a long time then.
He cut his hair?
Yeah, a long time ago. Funny guy. Just a great guy.
He was really talented musician.
One of my faves. One of my faves peoples, you know?
I got you. Alright, so you have a Say Anything album on here. It's a metaphor, fool! I had one of those.
Am I not allowed to?
I had no. I had one of those. It's a metaphor, fool. Kind of thing. I was like, when you're really drunk and you're floating above a toilet, trying to decide if you should make yourself puke and feel better, or ride it out and feel worse in the morning. It's a metaphor, fool. For life. You should keep going down your path, or if you should try to change things now, even though it might suck.
I usually just keep going. Sound like puking.
Yeah, it is.
Really don't like puking.
Yeah, puking's the worst. You know what else is the worst? And Colta.
What's worse than surgery?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Other
not
than my
much.
toe surgery, I've never had surgery. And that literally, they just like numbed my toe and pulled out my nail.
How did we get back to that?
You asked?
I did not ask anything about your toe.
My toe is fantastical. It's better now. It's only about halfway there, but it's pretty good.
And they did that to me, but they didn't put me to sleep.
They pull out your toenail, didn't put you to sleep.
No, he cut through the thing on the one side. I thought he was going to cut down the other side and just take it out, but he just cut down the one side. I said, oh. Ow. 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 Ow.
Ow now, brown cow.
It's such a thick, like, clippings. Oh.
Prepare yourself for the doesn't she look so sweet in her school uniform. Alright, that's cool.
What's going on? I'm sorry. I just remembering when he butchered my foot. That hurt. That hurt badly.
Butchered.
Like when that.
Yeah, toenails don't.
Well, there was an infection in the toe. That's pretty much what it is, right? That's what they put inside of it, right? Hot pocket. Why aren't you putting this up?
All right, I'll go back. It's good. Take off Mythic. Put on small screen. Hot Pockets, boiling water edition.
That's literally what they are. All of them when you bite into them.
Hot Pockets. Other Hot Pockets. They're Hot Pockets with some more fucking Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets. It's just bread. None of these fillings.
Hot Pockets.
Because some of them are just like, they're just bread. They're like, where's the rest of my... Okay, then. Okay, that's terrible. That's aquarium gravel.
Yep. You need to.
That's what?
Sell.
Aquarium gravel. Not only is it crunchy, it's colorful.
Hot Pocket.
Dog pockets.
This is
There's
weird.
literally just a fucking dog in here.
Hot Pockets.
Dog pocket.
No, dog pockets.
Oh, bees and used medical needles.
Dirty pockets.
Vietnam flashbacks. Screams in the distance.
Scary pockets.
They're extra vivid.
Scary pockets.
9mm. It's full of shells. 9mm of cheese.
Hot pockets.
Literally just lava. It's just lava.
Lava pockets.
Propane and pine cones.
Weird pockets.
I would have liked it better if it was propane and propane accessories.
Pockets.
Emotionless void.
Emo pockets.
Trombone spit.
Juicy pockets.
By the way, that's what I call my ex-girlfriend. Hot possums.
Look at the possum. Look at its face. Hot possums.
Fresh, especially angry American possum. Contains no buttholes.
Hot possums. He looks so mad.
3 blocks of styrofoam.
Why?
Still
3?
not full. Still not full.
Hot pockets.
Caviar. With quail eggs and brie.
Rich pockets.
Raw eggs and broken glass.
Broke pockets.
Wow, look who's reading this. Cancer cells.
Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, go back. I gotta finish it. Cancer pockets.
Nails.
And just stop there. Just keep nail pockets.
100% iron, you
You
shit.
don't have to read any of that. You literally just
Hot topics.
hot topics.
Filled with stuff you like. Wouldn't even understand because you're old and stuff. Oh my god, you're so lame. Go away. Molten charcoal and rocks. Really nothing else.
Literally hot pockets.
Bam and bees.
Bot pockets.
Baking soda and vinegar, eh?
Where do you see an A?
I just threw it in there.
Why?
The soda always makes me want to go A. I like pop better.
But they say pop in Canada. Yeah. Your whole life has just changed just now.
No. Maybe it's a Minnesota thing.
Science fair pockets.
What?
I feel like that's appropriate.
VHS static.
Why does that feel so appropriate?
I don't know.
90s pockets.
just clanging my tooth.
Oh boy.
Unplayed pool turns. Hey, can you play me back?
How many of these are there?
Be a good friend and play your pool turn against
Salted
my lonely
friend.
ass.
Salted friend. Salted friend. Salted friend. Oh no. Oh my god. How many of those have you just not been finished?
Wait, what does this one say? Hey, can you play me back?
It's so pathetic.
Oh god. Hot pocket box. Hot pockets. Yo, there's boxes in the pocket. I heard you like pockets in your pocket, so here's some boxes for your pockets.
Hot pocket inception.
Or another good one would have been a Dr. Seuss pocket.
I don't know. Is there another one that's a Dr.
Nails and tobacco.
Gritty pockets.
Corroded batteries.
Ooh. Hot pockets.
Chicken bones. From a trash can. Ha-ha. Crusty ass. Fuck you, Lamau.
Also, a favorite of possum pockets. They like to.
They get
go
the.
and
That's
eat
how they
on
get.
that, yep.
So, we're back to boiling water, guys. That was good. That's good. That's good. That was.
Hot pockets.
Sometimes you just gotta scroll on Facebook for.
Day by day. I can't stop doing the step-by-step theme song.
Yo, when you go into a pool and you like get some water up in your. That's how the coffee is right now. It's kind of burns.
That's no good.
What do you think about this?
You stupid kids might think you know what you want, but what you really want is a live-action Batman Beyond movie with Michael Keaton as retired Bruce Wayne.
I want that.
So then, who the fuck is gonna be Batman if Batman's Batman? They can't
Because
have Bruce Wayne
Batman
be
Beyond
Batman.
starred Terry McGinnis, who was voiced by who was voiced by Corey Matthews' older brother, Will Friedle.
The fuck is Will?
And that's the name of the actor.
Anyway, no, so you're totally just stepping over what I'm trying to ask. How do you I see that. Get that.
This is him. Wait, where's him now?
He's probably 50 now, right?
He's let's see, Painter's Guild. This is him now. He paints miniatures.
So anyway, now you've wasted my time with that. Who is going to be Batman if Batman is retired?
Batman Beyond. Oops, I spelled that wrong. That's okay. Batman Beyond.
No, I don't want to see this movie.
It was a TV show that actually did really well.
I don't want to see this.
Batman Beyond.
No.
Was Terry McGinnis in the future. I don't know what's going on with that person, but it was Batman in the future, and Old Man Batman was like his mentor.
But
This
that's
was
not
like
even
Old Man
Batman.
Batman.
then.
This was Old Man Batman.
But
This is Batman.
no, it can't be
Batman Beyond Batman.
If he's not Bruce Wayne,
See?
he's not Batman. He's
Old
just,
Man Batman. New Batman.
He's Bat Dude or something. You gotta change his
Batman.
name.
He's
No,
just
he's
the
not
He's just the
Batman.
Batman. Batman is just a title. It's not,
Batman
it's
is
not
not red.
That's the Batman. See,
No.
there's
That's
Batman.
That's Batman.
There's Batman that came
That's
into the
Batman.
future, and
Put
then
it
this
on
is
the
Batman
screen.
Beyond.
Put on the screen. Let's have a poll. Which one of these two is Batman?
All three of them are Batman.
No. Shut your mouth.
That's Bruce Wayne. That's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
That's Terry McGinnis.
I don't know who that third person is. Ain't fucking Batman. Making me angry now.
Anyway.
Ain't Batman. That's Batman Beyond. Two different people.
Exactly, but what they're saying is, instead of doing another fucking Batman movie, since we've had so many of them come out, go to the future and do an old man Batman training a new Batman.
It's just a new Batman movie, though.
Yes.
So it's the same shit.
But it's not.
Let's move to a different
He dealt with like some darker themes and stuff.
Let's put
Batman
Spawn
movie.
back out there.
They are.
What they are?
Starring Jamie Foxx.
You're fucking pulling my dick muscle. But that was a really weird way to put that.
Oops. Jamie Foxx set for star for Spawn movie.
Who's doing the?
Todd McFarlane, creator Todd McFarlane's Dark Blumhouse adaptation. He's actually directing the movie? That's awesome.
Jimmy Fox is?
No, Todd McFarlane, who wrote Spawn.
That's gonna be pretty baller.
Although from what he was saying on his live stream, it's not going to be that baller because Spawn is more of a secondary character. The movie follows a detective trying to find out what this mysterious Spawn is. Not even that great.
They need to have another Watchmen movie.
They're working on a TV show for HBO right now.
Okay, that's gonna be baller too.
Do you know how to use the word baller
Yes,
properly in a sentence?
I do.
Do I need to take your card away from you?
He was a footballer.
Oh no, that was HBO's Ballers.
He was a basketballer. He was a baller. He was a
Shot
baller.
caller.
20-inch rims on him, baller. Caller, get it tonight. Oh, take my card. I doubt it. That fucking song.
After 40 years, Orson Welles' last film is finally done. What the fuck took so
My
long?
name is Orson Welles.
The Other Side of the Wind.
Hi, I'm Orson Welles. And I'm dead. I've been dead for 37 years. Which reminds me, I have not watched the latest Celebrity Graveyard. I love that
Celebrity
show.
Graveyard?
Here's a plug for Celebrity Graveyard. It's a YouTube show, it's a channel, and it's done so well. I swore it was a TV show on like TLC or something, but I could not find it on any TV show or any television programming because it's literally just a YouTube. But it's done so well that it literally looks like something's wrong with him. Something's very wrong with him.
This guy?
Yes.
Pete Davidson?
You know who that is?
Is he on Saturday Night Live?
Yes. But something's very wrong with him.
He has multiple Harry Potter tattoos, some Brave Little Toaster tattoo, some ink, and an esoteric SpongeBob SquarePants tattoo. And even a portrait of Hillary Clinton, his hero, permanently etched onto his body.
Yeah, no, something's wrong with him. His dad died in 9/11.
Yeah. He had dedicated at least 2 tattoos very early in the relationship. The classic bunny ears from her Dangerous Woman album cover, Tiny Cloud, and Grande's initials AG made the cut on his hand and neck respectively.
Yeah, something's wrong.
But his very first tattoo, which he got when he was 17 years old with a friend, has ties to one of his fiance's enemies, Big Sean.
I feel like this is clickbait. Clickbait?
No, it's not that. It's a Swerve life.
Swerve.
Catchphrase repeated in many of his songs. Big Sean had Swerve in it.
Swerve.
So now it's on our legs. So yeah, he has a tattoo of his fiance's ex-boyfriend.
Swerve.
Swerve.
It's another
Swerve.
superhero that I want to see brought out to live action. They didn't go in all in on Gambit like I wanted them to.
Gambit.
Remember from X-Men?
Oh, Gambit.
I guarantee. Remember?
They're supposed to do a Gambit movie starring Channing Tatum.
Okay,
but that's been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pushed back.
That should not be
That's
Gambit.
who they want.
That should not be Gambit. That's a mistake. You just passed by Conor McGregor. I'd rather see Conor McGregor as Gambit than I fucking guarantee.
Bullied child refuses to fight back because it's not the Jedi way. Yes! You're parenting right.
His eyebrows popped out of his eyebrow.
But it's not the Jedi way.
Yeah, apparently not. What other superheroes would I want to see? Get their own feature film. It's a good question to ask. Flash have a movie yet?
Flash had a movie in development. It's kind of been pushed back a little bit. But he was in the Justice League movie.
Who was the Flash in the Justice League movie?
Ezra Miller.
Is Flash black?
Right, Ezra Miller. Is that? No. This guy, Flash.
Is Flash Asian?
Neither is this guy. He had Batman's Batarang thing here.
I see that. He's a thief. Cool.
There's also the Grant Gustin Flash from the TV universe.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Glee, if that makes it any worse.
Yeah, no, it looks terrible.
So was Supergirl on Glee.
It looks like somebody in those, when Halloween comes around and you got those costumes and you see the little character guys on the front of the bag. That's what that guy looks like.
Jason Momoa's Aquaman is supposed to premiere next year.
I've seen
a full Aquaman movie.
I've seen the
trailer.
Yeah. He's he's
Wonder Woman.
That's a guy candy guy. You know that? The ladies love the Momoa.
The Momoa.
He's like guy candy.
He's guy candy. So we have eye candy.
I just made that up just now. I should probably copyright that.
I don't know. Let's see here. I'm gonna get out of images though.
Oh boy.
Guy candy satisfied your sweet tooth with this 2018 wall calendar.
Okay.
Urban Dictionary, guy candy, physically visually attractive man. Male specified version of eye candy. You did not make that up.
Thanks for always being there to dick punch my dreams.
Listen.
So,
I'm just trying to make sure you don't get a lawsuit for trying to copyright something that's already a thing.
So
I'm helping you out.
Other
superheroes that deserve a movie. The Wonder Twins.
No.
Hear me out.
No.
Just hear me out.
No.
Please.
Space Ghost.
Please.
No. Birdman.
No.
Birdman.
And you said no to the Wonder Twins. They could do a modern day Wonder Twin that actually wouldn't be terrible.
Remember the rhino that shot the little pellets out of his...
Yeah.
Is that Birdman or is that Space Ghost?
Oh, don't know.
Can you just look up characters from
Can
Birdman?
I look up characters from Birdman? Birdman, man.
What?
There was a movie called Birdman,
Oh,
so...
sorry. The cartoon. You should probably specify. You gotta specify these things.
Birdman.
Oh my god, I'm gonna watch...
Birdman and the Galaxy Trio.
I'm so gonna watch some Birdman tonight, somehow. I don't know how.
This is Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
Okay, no.
Birdman, Galaxy Trio, Gravity Girl, Meteor Man, and Vapor Man.
There's a
Yo,
rhino.
he vapes. Do you vape?
There's a rhino.
There's a hippo on this.
No. One of those cartoons has a rhino that shoots things out of it.
That one?
Yes, what show is that?
Future Quest.
Oh my god.
That's a digital comic. I have no idea what that's from. Alright, let's look for green.
Is that Johnny Quest?
Was it?
Was that Johnny Quest?
Green Rhino cartoon.
Just look up Johnny Quest, because that's probably...
Johnny Quest cartoon.
If it's Future Quest, then that's probably like a thing for Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest, thanks for sellouts. Sorry. In a moment.
Yeah, because he had all those crazy little, like, things.
Yeah, like an
And he
Indian
had-
guy and a dog.
No, but he owned all that weird stuff, remember? He had that rhino.
No. Johnny Quest. Rhino. The Herculoids?
Yes. Is that... Yes. Please, can we look this up, please?
1967.
That's how old that was?
We're gonna get...
It's already gonna happen. The little blooper things go... There it is. You weren't ready for that jelly. You weren't ready for that jelly.
I was not.
There literally was a dragon. Just came out of nowhere. I gotta watch Herculoids later on.
At least now you know what it's called.
Oh my god.
You know what's gonna happen? He's gonna message me in like 3 days. What was that show we were talking about on Gravy
What
Talk?
show
I'm
are you
like, I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
trying to
about.
find it right now. Is it like Birkin Boys?
The
Burger Boys?
Ren and Stimpy.
Dude, I used to watch that cartoon all the time when I was a kid, though. Herculoids? Thank you. There's no way that that's on any sort of platform, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, we've given up on trying not to get the copyright.
I'm not playing this one.
They can hear it, though, right?
I'm trying to see. There was a show I remember back in the day. Well, it's Voltron.
I gotta watch Herculoids, because, quite frankly, that brought up major...
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
He-Man.
She-Ra.
The Wonder Twins had a cartoon. Those are the ones with the rings, right?
Yeah. They're the ones with the rings.
Ugh. I gotta stop yawning on air because that's a scary face.
The Centaurions. Did I watch this one? No. Galaxy Rangers.
Figure out what year in Galaxy. He's got a nice jerry curl for space.
Thundercats.
What are you trying to figure out? Can't believe you found Herculoids.
Thundercats. Oh.
But I used to watch Johnny Quest too. So I gotta watch some Johnny Quest also.
Johnny Quest thinks we're sellouts still. I'm sorry. What? I was just what is it, some kind of cats thing? Wild cats?
What are you looking for?
It's kind of like a G.I. Joe kind of rip-off thing.
Thundercats?
No. Ghostbusters. No, it's not here. And they all had it was like a mix between like G.I. Joe and like Power Rangers. They all had like different. It might have been the Centurions, but I don't know exactly.
VR Troopers?
No, it was a cartoon. They all had their own little things that they had like little half mechs sort of. Like they could drive around. Some of them could fly. It might have been the Centurions. I just don't remember.
Captain Planet, he's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. Don't know the words. Rick, you take this lyric from me now.
We're the Planeteers. You can be one too. 'Cause saving our planet is the thing to do.
How the fuck did you
Something
know any
and
other part
polluting
of that
is
song?
not the way.
What
Here
the-
what Captain Planet has to say.
How the fuck
The
did you...
power is yours.
Oh my god, I remember that part. Holy sh... You were ready. You came prepared. You came to class prepared with your pencil, pen, an extra one.
In my
notepad.
notes book.
Yeah, I can do this. I gotta go.
My notes book.
Notes book.
Guys, next episode is episode 20.
Yeah.
Do anything special for episode 20? I mean, we did our 100-follower Jambo Gans already. We do anything special?
Jambo Ganza.
Jambo Gans.
I don't know. Should we do something for number 20?
I don't know. How many followers we have? We have 111 followers now.
It's amazing.
Since the Jambo Ganza 4 episodes ago, we've gained only 11 new followers.
Oh boy. Business is slowing down. Wait. No.
Yeah, what? No? 7? No. Powerless Rise is still in here. I literally don't know anyone else. But hey, everybody, thanks for watching.
I know somebody else because
School of Steve is live.
Let's see. Go back to those viewers. Are those all the viewers that have been in here?
Right? No, just right now. That's just a bot. It doesn't count.
I think one of those viewers may be from up north, if you know what I'm saying.
Ooh, if she created an account.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So if you don't have an account, you can still
Doesn't
watch,
count as a viewer.
But they can still watch, yes?
Hmm?
Oh, that's cheating the system.
Girlfriend.
Okay, alright.
now.
I'm just gonna see a guy walk onto the screen with like a...
Stop it!
Hey! Nope.
Stop breaking copyrights.
The singer of the band.
Max
singing
Beam. If Max Bemis came up on the screen, I would probably throw this coffee mug.
at me.
This is one of my favorite coffee
It's being
mugs.
knocked out.
For a while there, between two of their albums, he had nothing going on, so he actually had requests on his website where you could pay $150 and he would write a 20 to 40 second song about whatever you wanted him to.
Oh, I want to do that. I could so do that. Powerless. Give me something to write a song about right now. 20-second song. Come on, Powerless. Powerless.
I almost did it.
Can you hear me, Powerless?
Powerless, he's in the day. 2 holes, 1 straw. Should have known that was coming.
Your reaction.
He's got nothing else. He's got nothing else.
2 holes, 1 straw.
This sounds like a bad porno.
Yeah, no, it's give me a beat, Ricky.
I almost fell asleep.
Give me a beat, Ricky. Come on, Ricky. Give me a beat. You're really giving me a fucking beat. I didn't think you would.
I can't keep it going. I'm bad at this.
Give me some.
Y'all just woke me up at the keyboard. Oh, I'm sorry.
Give me some background.
Powerless.
Give me some. That's like that should actually be your alarm clock. Just us screaming powerless. That's not your actual name, I hope. But if it is, that'd be pretty crazy. Anyway, give me some music. Just give me some music.
I don't know where to go.
I was gonna do a song.
I'm not. I can't maintain it. I can't maintain beat. That's why it was like I could only sing because the beat's already going. I just had to match to the beat.
You're not
that musically inclined.
You're not a team player right now.
I'm sorry.
Do you have a keyboard here in your house?
No. Steady.
Do you have a keyboard you could. I want to make it up as I go.
Here we go. Steady beats.
What? What?
That's what you're gonna pick
I
up for.
don't know.
Do you have a thing that you can put your keyboard and turn it into a keyboard?
No.
That'd be awesome if you could do that.
That would be awesome. I'm sure there's programs that do that. Macs are a lot better than that than PCs, but I do not have that. Sorry. Maybe one day I'll download it for you if you really want it.
They say humans are social.
You know, you should do a character called Raw Charles.
But you can live pretty well by yourself.
Yes. You literally jumped off the screen.
Creamsicles.
Are we doing a song about creamsicles or two?
Creamsicles.
This is too nice. This is too nice. This is way too nice. Now this is too nice of music. Oh, no. Stop. This sounds. Somebody spent time writing this, and it's gonna be like, oh, my song's on my. Somebody's using my song. Let's take a look. It's about 2 holes in 1 straw. I'm definitely suing these chumps. You got a song? What? I'm glad I didn't start. That would have been really fucking weird. You got a verse?
No.
Are we gonna get how much trouble are we in for playing this and then making up a song on top of it?
Stop! Apparently Palace doesn't like this.
2 holes, 1 straw.
I got 2 holes. Both on my girl and not in my straw. I got
What?
2 girls.
What?
What? I fucked that one completely up. What's up? How you doing? Have you ever 2 phones?
I do have 2 phones. I have a work phone and a regular phone.
Have you ever heard 2 phones?
Yes, yes, I had.
The remix?
There's a remix to it.
There is. 2 girls woke up.
Oh boy.
People ask me why I got 2 phones.
Oh
They be
boy.
looking at me crazy when I'm out in public walking around.
I'm really not gonna like this at
I'm
all.
trying to get these Pokestops, baby.
I'm really not gonna.
Damn, son. Where'd you find that?
One for them hoes and Pokemon.
Yes, I've heard this fucking song. I've heard this song. I'm going through the changes of life right now.
Pokestop, I'm spinning. So what you're saying is you can't come up with any song anytime, anywhere, any place.
No, but I just did.
But you
I
did.
just needed to write my own music to it too.
How about this? We'll break from this, gravy talk tonight, and you go home, lay down some fresh beats, make some music.
I have a keyboard. Do you have double D batteries?
No. No, honestly say I don't.
Double D batteries.
No.
Anyway.
How about D batteries?
Yeah, they're just D batteries, yeah. I think I'm thinking about something else. Anyway.
Hey, Canada, I hope you're still watching. Oh, shit.
Is this what I think it's gonna be?
What? Are you gonna make a sick track for the... This is not the theme song for Bards in the Basement.
No, I'm
That's what
asking
you're looking
it.
for. Like,
What I'm asking is for the 20th episode.
is it gonna be a
Is this
musical
gonna be
jam
the
again?
debut?
I mean,
of
if you write something
Raw Charles. Oh, I can write a lot of stuff between now and next week.
about creamsicles
We'll do
and 2
creamsicles.
holes, 1 straw.
I will do songs about your favorite what do we call them, followers?
My favorite
Subscribers?
followers.
I will literally do something. Literally, what I want you to do.
Mhm.
Literally, I want you to go. I want you to go.
We already have a song about the best follower.
Speak up, boss! The love below. No, listen. So, no. What I need you to do is give me the names of all of your top followers. Like Powerless, put Powerless in there. Put Chatterbox in there too. They don't even know what. You don't even know what Raw Charles is.
I don't even know what Raw Charles is. I'm assuming it's a Ray Charles knockoff.
Kind of.
Since, I'm smart like that.
You're smart.
Have you ever heard the Bards in the Basement theme song?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Have you?
Numerous times.
Does everyone else want to hear the Bards in the Basement theme song?
Did you say everyone else?
Everyone else?
As in I also wanted to hear it? Or did you
As
say-
in, like, everyone else in the chat. Like, I'll do the Bards in the Basement theme song.
Are you going to do it?
I will. Does anybody want me to do it? Anybody?
I have to warn you that Raw Charles is actually an alter
Your porn
ego
name?
of mine. So it's not.
Should I do this?
Go right ahead. I'm looking up something so you have perfect time.
Bards in the basement with the centaur too. Little gnome guy, gelatinous cube. Got a magic bag, what does it hold? Weapons and traps and gold, yeah. Daggers and maps and gold. That's it. That's the whole theme song.
That's
Just
it.
a little jingle.
That's literally a
Little
jingle.
little jingle.
It's more of a jingle than a song.
Well, you don't want to do like a whole song. It gets boring. Like even
I
Power
know.
Rangers cut down a 4-minute song down to 20 seconds.
You fell right into harmony with that. I mean, out of words.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
talking. That's a song.
Dude, you don't put rockapella on and not expect me to jam along to
Where in
that.
the world is?
Carmen San
I can't
Diego.
fucking do this. Oh my god.
No, but seriously, on the real though, can we just say? Did I tell you I showed my boss Beetleborgs?
Yes, you did.
Oh my
You told me
God.
about that.
He's like, "What the fuck did you just make me watch?"
Mm-hmm. Billboards.
3 typical average kids inside a haunted mansion. While inside, they freed a ghost who made them Beetleborgs.
Billboards.
Big
Yeah, something's
bad
terribly wrong with us, by the way.
Beetleborgs. What? Because we remember awesome things.
Because the internet has us numerous times now saying Billboards.
Billboards.
They keep on doing it.
It's gonna be a recurring thing. Maybe there'll be a button one day where his face just pops up with
Mm.
Billboards. Right,
Mhm.
right. That'd be fun, right? You're right. That'd be really fun. Should we do that? Guys, should we do that?
Should we do what?
The Beetleborg thing.
What Billboard?
And just let everybody know, our shirts are still up on the merch store. They haven't gone anywhere. They are back up to $20, but we have the 100 follower Jambo Ganza. We have the hashtag not sponsored shirt. We have the Raw Story Hour t-shirt. We did not get a Raw Story Hour this week.
Would you like a Raw Story Hour? Because, I mean, you had
How much
2
time do you
minutes left.
It's like you have time for a whole story.
Wow, I was really right on with that.
you're
I
right
didn't
on,
even
man.
look.
We have our Gravy Talk Good to Last drop shirt. And we have the Ever Classic Bars in the Basement t-shirt. We are also I'm also working with Chatterbox.
The
Little
love
Chatterbox
below
is mostly working on it, but he is working on a design for an official Mythic Streams t-shirt, and I'm going to buy one of those and sport it on stream. Right now I got my Deadpool.
Don't cross the streams.
Amanda's wearing a Deadpool shirt today, too. That's weird. So yeah, that's about all. You got anything else? You got anything else? Ready to hit the
I'm gonna let you guys know.
I'm fat, gonna take a nap. We're about to go. It's about 10 o'clock anyway, so.
The 20th edition of Gravy Talk will feature special musical guest Raw Charles, and he may have a song about you. There will be a keyboard and music. Yes, and songs about some of your favorite
streamers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
And not just that kid that pees in the pool.
No, not that guy. That's weird. Yes.
He's not your favorite streamer?
Critically acclaimed. Yes, I did say Raw Charles.
Yeah.
Critically acclaimed Vine musician from back when that was a thing.
Raw Charles.
Yes, he will be here. He will be singing songs about some of you.
Powerless.
I'm
looking at you.
These are some of the favorite streamers here on Twitch, and it's gonna be a celebration of sorts. And it's gonna be here live next week, next Wednesday.
7-ish.
7-ish.
Eastern
Standard Times.
Yeah. Technically, it's Eastern Daylight Times right now. Go ahead. Yeah, it's Eastern. It's Eastern. Because there's standard and there's daylight. There's ED.
You got a good point.
Okay. Anyways, so
Raw Charles is blind, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Kind of picked up on that. Kind of picked up
blind.
because of the Ray Charles and the Bra Charles. It's a thing. Well, everybody, thanks for hanging out.
I'm excited about this.
Thanks. He's excited. I don't see him excited for anything, literally ever.
I've been looking. We'll talk in 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. But anyways, we'll talk in 2 minutes. All right. Thanks, everybody, for coming to hang out. Thank you, Powerless Rise, Chatterbox, everybody else we had in here.
Below. Sorry. Did it really quickly.
This is really good. Just here. Let's just go one time for real.
Oh, well, they can't hear me.
You had that one guy that was like just a half second too late. Anyways, we will be back next week with more Gravy Talk. I will be back streaming tomorrow night, and then I am off Friday and Saturday night, and I'm back to, I think I'm going to try to stick to a Sunday through Thursday streaming schedule. So come hang out tomorrow night, and then I'm going to have my little weekend off.
Heavy streams.
Ooh,
Don't get in front of them.
I don't want to cross them either.
Don't cross them.
Don't cross them.
They're hot sometimes.
Anyways, everybody, thank you for watching.
Steamy streams.
Steamy streams.
Yeah. Steam streams.
Streamies? The streamies is actually a word show.
Ew.
It's weird, isn't it?
Ew.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Anyways.
R. Kelly loves the streamies. Is that too much? That's probably too much, right?
That's a little too much.
Yeah.
We'll catch you next time.
Bye.